was a whole minute.
You know what? I think we should just do commentary over the
Yeah.
countdown.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna come next. Oh, 47. Wow, cool.
No, I think it's going to count down to probably 0. Will the 0 show,
Okay.
or is it just no 1 and then
Or to
end?
go 1 and then just done. I don't know. Zero's a concept. Is it even a number?
I, I'm
I don't
very
know.
confused.
I'm not a
about it
math
all.
guy. I feel like that episode of Pokemon where kids got epilepsy. I feel like this is it.
See, what's great is I accidentally opened this in like 3 different windows,
Ah,
and it was all on the holding screen. So now I'm hearing myself 3 times over.
nice.
So I had to go shut all those out. So there was a lot of background and behind the scenes. I wanted to talk about the creation of this countdown video that now I can't because it's over. And it does show it does. It does show. It shows the 0. So we cleared that
Just
up.
0. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Now I can bring us back to. I think that's us.
There we go.
That's us. We're big. We're big.
I'm big.
Oh well. Look. See, it was worth the countdown. I didn't think that I should do the countdown,
Nope.
but it was worth it.
Joby won. Always there. Love that guy. Love you, man.
Uh,
He's the ultimate hype machine. This guy right here, Joby won.
I'm delighted that he has turned out, or they have turned out,
Yeah.
for Star Wars Day here on this channel. We've done this in the past, you and I, right? Didn't we do this
I
last
think
year?
so. I feel like it's sort of become a tradition at this point.
Of where I just look around and go, I should do a thing,
Yeah.
and then I look, well, who could I actually ask to do the thing with me?
And
And who's the one who should be packing right now? Who's near empty shelves? I see the hollowing
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
and empacification.
Every one of my Black Series figures are packed up in
So
some form.
so is it a weird feeling too to feel like, oh, this is how much more open this room could be if I didn't have all this stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's it definitely is an eye-opening situation where it's like I remember, 4 years ago when we moved in here, this room felt so big. Like, oh, I could put so much stuff in here. And then I did, and it felt so small.
That's what happens with rooms. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing. You put stuff
It's
in them and
never
they
big
seem
enough.
smaller.
Yeah, even if I got like because moving, one of my most wanted things was like a basement that I could turn into like a man cave, like toy museum kind of thing. And it didn't happen. I didn't get it. I got a decent sized room. It's a little bit bigger than this room for my toy room. But like I realized that yes, it would be great for a while, but eventually I would run into the same problem where like I would run out of room because it's like a goldfish where you put it in a big tank, it's gonna get bigger because it just
And it forgets how
expands.
much stuff that it had, so it keeps
Hundred
getting more.
percent,
So
yes.
what you're saying is you're overfeeding the goldfish.
I'm overfeeding the goldfish, and it's going to
If you keep
expand.
putting it in there, it's gonna keep eating.
It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah,
Until finally the hobby ends and you stop collecting. Is that how it
yeah.
works?
Either the hobby ends or I end.
Or it's just
either
like
way.
an
Yeah,
episode of Hoarders. You're a cautionary
correct.
tale.
So I've been very cognizant of my level of am I willing to get rid of stuff? Because for me, that is the key. If I start like going, oh no, I can't get rid of that. I might need that or something, or I'm just have a big aversion to getting rid of stuff. So sometimes I'll force myself to get rid of stuff just to prove to myself that I can stop at any point, at any time.
Right. So how much of that stuff have you retrieved from the trash can after you put it in?
None. Oh no, in fact, one of the reasons why I couldn't do it earlier, aside from being very hungover, this morning and staying in bed far later than I normally do just because I'm recovering because I'm 43 years old and I drank way too much alcohol last night. But
No. By the
yeah.
way, everyone, welcome to Open
yeah.
Chat.
yeah.
This is the special edition of Force 5 that's live, where I'm usually opening some Star Wars toys, and I have some special guests on, including my special guest today, Mike Case, who has been on here numerous times, has a wonderful channel you should subscribe to. It's not being updated too much recently because he's moving, but he's going to have so much to do. when he gets to his new place.
I did record something for my channel that I hope to get out before I move.
But this is a swan song of this
It's
particular thing, right?
yes. So I've had a friend named Zach who's different from my
You
Black
just
Series
collect
Zach. I
Zacks.
collect Zachs, but he's been in my
Your
wedding.
Zack pack.
We bonded over Transformers. I had a party at my house. It was a birthday party for a friend. This guy, I didn't even know him. He's just a tall blonde guy that was hanging out as part of the group, but I never interacted with him. He's walking by my room and he saw my collection of Transformers, and we literally spent the rest of that night like two little teenage girls on my bed, like just doing this thing, like with our hands in like resting on our chins and like kicking our feet in the air, just talking about Transformers and stuff. Like, so we've been Transformers buddies for a while now,
You
and we
know,
had a show.
yes, because the
Yeah,
novelty of the show and
yeah.
the wonderful rhyming.
It's the 10th anniversary of that show. We started it in September of 2015.
Oh, your livers were so much younger then.
They were so much young. I was so much younger. I could handle so much more alcohol than I can now. But bots and shots, and there are people that recognize me for bots and shots. There are people that recognize Zach. Like it's not just like my Star Wars reviews and stuff. It's specifically bots and shots. Um, but we did it once a month because that's how much we could handle normally. It was
I'm
once
gonna
a
open
month.
this for you
Yeah, go ahead. It's
because I'll get
we would
nowhere. Because this is what always happens: is I get
yeah
caught
we
up in
do
the
we gab
conversation.
we gab and your unopened figure sits there. But yeah, every month we'd do an episode. We'd come up with a theme. We'd pick 5 bots each. We'd do 10 shots of alcohol and just just go for it. And then I'd edit it. I'd edit the 4 or 5 hours of talking down to like an hour ish, and I'd load it up, and people would watch us get drunk and silly, and talk about Transformers. So we haven't been doing it the last couple of years as much, just because we're getting older. It's getting tougher to handle the alcohol. It takes longer to recover. Um, but we figured since I'm moving, it's gonna be it. Like, might as well do one more episode, just one last episode. That's what
And
I did. We were up till like 4 in the morning.
and how did it go?
It went pretty well. No, it did. It went pretty well. I
No,
drank a
no,
lot.
pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember
Were
honestly.
there any hiccups,
I mean,
literal
there's
and
always
metaphorical?
yeah, sure. There's always hiccups. There's always hiccups. Um, a lot of it comes down to like, because I use my phone to record stuff. My battery died like halfway into one of the rounds, so
Amateur.
we
How
noticed
many
it
years?
right
You would
away.
do
So
this
it's not
10
like we were
years?
talking. Yeah, I noticed it right away. So it's not like we were talking or whatever. But we did had to have to like charge my phone. We watched the new episode of the new season of Taskmaster while my phone recharged, and then as soon as
Washing
it
the
was charged
Zooks,
up and up, yeah, with Jason Mantzoukas and
Chaos
whatnot.
Agent.
Chaos, yeah, it was pretty good. I feel like he's a little bit more reserved on this, but I don't know.
I, well, I mean, it's the first episode. I get
Yeah,
the feeling that it's him figuring out what his level is going to be,
right,
and I think, and it's either going to be. I mean, it's a chaotic show,
sure,
so
always, and that's the appeal to it.
Mantzoukas can be a
Yeah,
hat on a hat
yeah,
in that regard.
yeah.
But he's
If
also a
anyone
very
watch,
clever performer, so I think that he'll.
sure,
Oh, by the way, did you? When I got this, this is the
yeah.
dent that was in the perfect package.
Oh yeah, your package is perfect, but the inside tray was dented. That's right. It's weird.
How?
I don't I don't know how that happens. Like,
Like,
that was
was it a
clearly,
ghost?
yeah. Mine was my R2
They
wasn't
were
that
more
bad.
thorough with yours.
Yeah. Yeah, my Dooku was the absolute worst. Like, Dooku was just terrible when I got mine. I only got 2 boxes of all the different figures that I ordered from Walmart. Like, everything else came in bags.
But you didn't find any in stores, right?
No, I haven't. I don't really shop. I don't like go to stores anymore. Like, not to toy hunt. Like, if I do, it's incidental, not purposeful.
Right. You're just I'm here for something else and I'm gonna swing by the aisle. and
Oh, you
check.
gotta swing by the toy. I remember
You're
there's only
not going
been
in back rooms that you're not supposed to
no
go in.
no great story, still a great story. Yeah, no, I don't know, like the I miss doing toy hunts, but I just realized it was a lot of work for so little payoff, and all the gas you're spending. Like, it might as well just order something online and save the trouble.
I I don't miss toy hunt.
Yeah,
I miss walking into a Toys R Us. That was the
yeah,
extent of my love of a toy hunt. Was just
sure,
here is an entire store full of aisles to walk down and go, "Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's
yeah,
fun. Oh,
yeah,
I want that. Oh, look."
yeah.
Yeah. That that was my joy.
I
A
yeah,
Walmart
I
is
miss the
not
days of
joy for
just
me. A Target is
no,
not joy
yeah,
for me.
no.
A
I miss the days
KB
of not
was a
having
level
something
of sadness even. And so I'm going to say it's not all toy
sure.
stores either.
It's not. Yeah. I do miss the days of like I'm not looking for something specific. Like, I'm not looking for the new wave. I don't know what's out. I'm just gonna go see. Like, you don't know when new figures, like before the internet, you didn't know when new figures would hit the shelves. Like, you just at the store one day and boom, hey, here's a new wave of figures. Wow, that's cool. Like that surprise is gone now.
Let's see. Uh,
Talk about Jason on Taskmaster,
oh,
I'm
I,
assuming.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. He had lock picks. Like, that was interesting.
He had a lot of
He had
things
the
that were
knife.
an interesting
He
tool
started
set. He had the
slicing
knife. He had
carrots.
yeah, yeah. I think there's
I thought the tossing of the carrot was like putting the pea in the carrot and tossing one carrot, not like 10 carrots, was good. I thought his solution of just putting his mouth right up against the catapult was smart. Like,
no. I
he's
mean,
definitely
but that's the
yeah.
joy of Taskmaster is the lateral
Yep.
thinking
Yes.
and seeing how everyone approaches it.
Yep.
You know what? I'm not going to open this right now, but here's a thing that I will show off. Because I found this at a Second and Charles last year, and I don't think I'd talked about it
Is
yet.
that a store?
Second and Charles is the outlet store for Books a Million.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So but it also has like buyback, like they'll buy books and collectibles from customers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an eclectic mix plus an outlet store. So you can find a lot of interesting things like this
Oh,
little Power of the Force
wow.
relic.
I remember those. There was an Ewok one that had the little
The complete
yeah.
galaxy.
Yeah.
So it's a little Dagobah planet,
Yeah.
but it is the only way to get a
A
figure of that
Minoc or
creature.
whatever that thing is. Not a Minoc. It's like a little aerial creature. Did it say?
Everything has a name.
Of course.
No, flying creature.
It literally just says flying creature.
Just
Okay.
flying
Yeah.
creature. But what a unique concept.
That is a unique concept. Yeah, I do remember there was Endor with an Ewok, and that was how you got a little. He had a little glider thing.
For flying creature we see for a half second in an
Yeah,
establishing
that's it.
shot.
Yep.
So
I feel like there was a was there a Luke with a little I feel like the Tatooine was a Luke with a Sarlacc pit, if I remember right.
there's always a Luke.
There's always a Luke. What are those called? I want to look this up.
It's complete galaxy
All right.
for Power of the Force.
Star Wars Complete Galaxy.
Yeah, there must have been. I mean, it's a wave, so there had to have been at least
there were at least four
right?
of those. Yeah. Yep. So I was right. There's a Luke Skywalker, and it was the special edition Sarlacc. So it has the little
Beak.
beak coming out. Oh, there was the Darth Vader. That's right, the Death Star.
Oh, but and it sort of made his meditation
his
chamber.
little pod. Yeah, his little pod. Yeah.
I did have some things that I found while I was digging out some other things earlier. This may be of interest to Dan Larson.
Dan doesn't have interests.
I know at least one interest at this.
Slipshot Average says apparently it's called a bogwing, which now that he says that, that does sound familiar.
Oh, that sounds so EU.
Yeah, it does sound very EU, 100%.
EU or RPG.
Wow, gotcha, man.
But
That is right up his alley. And is it Alex Ross? Yes, it is. Oh, it's signed too.
by Alex Ross.
Yeah, you could always tell Alex Ross's art. It's that like hyper realistic, like
Folds
it's
and close.
almost AI, but
Folds
doesn't
and close.
have that soulless category to it.
It's always
you
folds
know?
and
Like,
close.
Yeah,
It's always going to be folds and close.
Yeah, folds and close.
Also, I feel seen. But I have no idea where I got this. Maybe San Diego,
Could be.
or it was just sent to me. I don't know. But how much, Dan? How much for it?
Oh, let's see.
What's great is I know Dan would have a hard pass.
Yeah,
Not
he
interested.
wouldn't get it. Yeah,
Because Dan,
if you sent it to him,
all of
he
the
would be
collecting,
thankful.
all of the
Yeah.
collecting joy in Dan is gone
Yeah.
now. It is
Yeah.
replaced by an aged stoicism.
He doesn't need stuff. He can't. He's out of his accumulating phase, and now he's in his curating phase.
Yeah. Well, you know that, and that why more people should just send him stuff and make him have to
Yeah.
deal with it.
He has to deal with it. Yeah.
But I did go on a bit of a pickup spree to fill some holes because I thought, you know what, it's Star Wars Day coming up. I feel like I have some holes in my collection,
Okay.
and I thought, let me get the George Lucas figures.
Oh, George Takul. Look at that. That was a convention exclusive.
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Star Wars
Celebration 2.
Celebration 2. It's right there. It's
Yeah.
right on the top. I read that. Yep. I remember people freaking out. Like just really trying to get this. Like it was hard to get for a lot of people.
And here it is with its little micro machine
Yeah.
X-Wing.
It comes with the Micro Machine X-Wing.
packed in and its stand. But I thought, okay, so I got that one because there's only been 4 George Lucas figures. There's the Black Series is the most recent, which is not the best. I think it's a paint job more than anything else, although the sculpt is not
fine.
great.
I think the sculpt is fine, but the paint job really lets it down. Yeah.
And you know what? The same thing happened with the Favreau and the Filoni too.
Agreed.
Like you had the face tech.
Mm-hmm.
Why on what should have been iconic pieces, where the rest of them were reuse? Why wasn't the extra effort put into? I would love to see fan repaints of those.
Oh yeah, and they probably exist, I'm sure.
Everything. That's the law of customizing, isn't it? Is that everyone has done everything?
Let's just ask like Frederick or someone. I'm sure he's done it.
So we got that. I think the absolute best sculpt of George Lucas that exists in any action figure. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Baron Papanoida.
Oh, duh. Baron Papanoida, of course.
Look at how
I was trying to rack my brain, like, what other George Lucas figures have there been? And then because he was an actual character in Revenge of the Sith.
Look at how great
Yeah.
the face sculpt is on that. I mean,
you think is it the blue? Is it the blue that really just brings out that?
No, because I think the sculpt is really good.
Yeah.
The paint is decent. Like the eyes, I mean, nothing is so horrible on it. Like certainly it could use a modern. I mean, you could take this thing and just re-release it as is.
Yeah, because the sculpting is,
but it looks great.
Fine.
I mean,
yeah.
and you know what kind of action poses do you need for Baron Papanoida?
He's got to stand there.
Yeah,
he's just got to stand there. Yeah.
So there was that one, the George Sokol, and the last one.
Yeah. Is that a TVC one?
The George, well, not TVC,
is
Saga Collection.
Saga Collection,
which was the proto TVC.
Yeah, that's right. It came in those little bubble packs, like the
clamshells
stuff. The clamshells, yeah.
You got the Imperial Cog, you got the Rebel Alliance. But come on, you got a George Lucas card back. of him doing a secret handshake with a stormtrooper.
Is that the move? Is that the Luxor droids trooper?
Uh, is the White Pauldron, or is that the commander that he says it to?
It might be the commander he says it to. Yeah.
But there we go. Not, you know what? And as far as a younger George Lucas, a pretty good sculpt.
It does match his 70s look and all the behind the scenes photos.
I mean, you put modern paint on that again, I think that would hold up. And
I've always found it interesting that
good eye
they
paint.
tend to want to put him in a stormtrooper outfit.
Well, they don't. I mean, this is the only one they did it besides. Like, it's weird they chose this for the Black Series one.
It's happened twice. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's one I can understand. Oh well, stormtrooper disguise, because then it's like, okay, then he's like Luke and Han in
Sure.
A New Hope, and we get to reuse our stormtrooper body, and we just throw a head on it.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
X-wing pilot one reuse. Seems to be the better. Like for the anniversary one, I would have gone the Lucasfilm 50th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I wonder how much of that is just because of how disappointing the paint job was on that. That you're kind of looking like, this isn't great.
Why can't they just give us an actual George Lucas figure, like just wearing like?
I don't think we'll get it now. I think we've passed the point where they would do that.
Yeah.
The further we get away from him owning it. Did you notice? Speaking of new figures, so there's the original Range Trooper.
Yep.
Did you notice they cut back on the fur?
I did. I haven't opened mine yet, but I noticed that in the package that the fur is only like the end instead.
I mean, and the back.
Yeah.
Like that's rather substantial. I would have to look and see what's more accurate. Like if it does have less fur, but that's a pretty dramatic representation of cost cutting if it's not.
I'm still impressed though that they did like the faux fur. I feel like they haven't done faux fur in a while. Like that was like a thing they were doing.
What was it? The Armorer was the last one that got faux fur?
I think so. And that was only
also faux fur, great cartoon series.
Faux fur, yeah. Well, the Armorer one was only the PulseCon or whatever it was version, not the mass release one. And since
so the Gamorrean Guard was the last mass release, the re-release of the Gamorrean Guard that went to Target a few years back.
Yes, that would be the last one because that one is. But like they've already molded.
I never got the re-release. Does he have a smaller diaper than the?
I don't think he does. I think it's the same. But like the holiday version of this guy has a molded fur like covering on his shoulders. I'm surprised they didn't just use that because they already have it. Like, why not save some?
I mean, I like that they made the choice.
Oh, sure.
But this feels like, hey, we have some leftover fur from the original batch. Can we make it last twice as long? Can we just cut them in half?
Yeah, cutting in half. Yeah.
Did you get the Aayla Secura and?
I did 2 Magna
Guard.
I didn't do.
You don't want the swingy. You want the swingy.
I think it's cool. I just don't know if I need an Aayla. Like I've already got Aayla.
We don't need any of this, Mike. None of this.
So it's all relative. Like of course you don't need it, man. But in the context of your
it's a swingy
collection,
blade. It's a swingy blade.
I've got those. I can buy one like cubic 3D prints.
And if you don't buy the swingy blade while they're at $25, they're going to be $30 by the time you decide you want to get it.
It's not conducive to my collection to buy Aayla Secura again when the figure itself is the same.
It's weird that gets an extra pack in, but Dooku loses a pack in.
Dooku doesn't have does he not have his sushi blade?
No, he lost the lightning hand, right?
He never had one.
I thought he had. There was something he lost. Is it it the swishy blade then? I think the swishy blade isn't in there.
I'm sure he has a swishy blade in that package, but I don't have mine anymore. I don't have mine anymore. I sold it to one of my friends who his got canceled, and I was like, well, I got a banged up one if you want it, so I sent it to him.
Are you getting a replacement for it?
Now that
they're constantly in stock.
Getting so many banged up ones made me rethink getting these in general. Like, I was going to buy them and put them on the walls as like a wall decoration of like, look at this. But if I'm being honest with myself, Revenge of the Sith packaging isn't nostalgic for me. I wasn't really collecting figures. In fact, those were the last figures I bought physically in stores. So if it's nostalgic, it's because that was the end of the run for me, basically, before I kind of stopped buying Star Wars figures.
I like the novelty of the packaging.
Yeah. Well, and so
I
I'll
don't
have
like
one.
the
Yeah.
inability to stack them.
Sure. Yeah. They're not very they're not shaped well for a lot of things.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
almost as bad as the 30th anniversary
Yes.
figures.
Yeah. So I've
I'll
got the
pull one up
Cody. I've
right
got an
there.
extra Cody, and the
Like
Cody's good.
how do you deal with
Yeah.
that? How do you?
It's so big.
But
It's
also
so big.
look how great that was to come with
The little ball, the little energy shield. Yeah.
for a regular price.
Yep.
The same price for the entire line. You got that.
You got blast effects. You got a fun little energy
Oh,
shield.
look at all those bands that have decayed
Yeah.
and
Oh
split.
yeah. Yep.
You got a coin,
Yep. There was a lot going on in there.
all for under $10.
Yep. I mean, there's different times. Different times.
Yeah, can we go back?
No,
No, I guess not.
unfortunately.
That's probably
So
not.
did you not have Kit Fisto already? Was that
I did
this
not. I did not.
okay.
And the prices on it have been ridiculous.
Correct. Yeah, and he's not worth and the thing is he's not he was never worth more than retail price. 100%.
So he was very much one of those
Yeah.
that if it ever came in secondhand at
Yeah.
my comic shop, then I would have
Sure.
picked him up. But I was not going to pay the $45.
Yeah.
I wanted a Kit Fisto, but
Yeah.
no.
I mean
So to see that announced as part of this
yeah.
re-release line, I was very happy. Like,
He's
oh,
just
okay.
he's on the Padawan Obi-Wan body. Like the only difference is the color and the head and hands.
I mean, if we start going down that slippery slope of what's actually accurate and all these things,
Yeah.
they're a vibe. We're looking for the vibe,
Sure.
Mike.
It's a vibe. I agree. It's a vibe. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. There are too many that are not quite right because of
Yeah.
reuse.
And then on the back of his head, he's got sculpted braids, but they're not painted. Like sculpted bands on the braids.
oh, down here.
Yeah, but
Now,
they're
were
not
those
painted.
painted on the original?
Nope.
So they've always been a. So what you're saying is, customizer opportunity
Oh,
is
for
what this
sure.
is.
For sure.
Maybe they need to start promoting them that way. Just
So
like
back
fun for customizers.
well, I think these originally came out in 2020. Um I remember when I was reviewing them, I was really interested in the lightsabers because like, are those lightsabers their lightsabers? And I found a lot out, and the answer is no. They didn't have for background Jedi like Kit Fisto and stuff. They did not have set lightsabers for them. They would literally when they got the set, they
They
would
grab
grab a
it from the
lightsaber.
box.
They'd grab a lightsaber out of the box, and they just had prop lightsabers. So like almost every scene, they'd all have different lightsabers. Like there was no standardized like lightsaber for Kit Fisto, lightsaber for Ayla Secura, lightsaber for this guy, lightsaber. Yeah,
Damn it, Kit.
yeah.
So how many times now have we gotten a 501st? I'm sorry, a
This
tactical ops trooper.
tactical ops trooper. um, well, there was the Order 66 pack. There was the archive version of that. Then they did this one as as Apo in the Target one, which is
Which
this
is the first
mold,
time
but
he was on the 501st was on the new mold, right?
the new mold, yeah. But the colors are off. The blue is a little too light.
That more
And
sort of pastel
yeah, and
blue.
honestly, I can like it's so different. I can tell.
He was
Like,
Easter
yeah.
apple.
Yes,
He was springtime. He was springtime
He
for apple.
was But this is I think the first time. Well, oh, and then there was a Fiber First Phase 1 Trooper in the Target 2-pack,
Oh, that's right.
which they tried to pass off as a lieutenant, but like that's not how that worked back with those anyways.
Oh, what are you, Han Solo?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
That's not how clone troopers work.
And I know.
But no, it seems like this is it's a good mold. I got two of these, and one I was intending one to be like on the wall and one to open, and I think I'm just gonna open both of them and have two of them.
So your co-host
Yeah,
on
Zach,
Black Series
not
Cantina,
not tall Zach, regular
your
Zach,
other
Southern
Zach.
Zach, Southern Zach.
How many 501st does he own now?
He owns, I think he's got 12 of the original, either archive or Order 66 versions. And he did that because he has
Because
a little 3D printed like Jedi Temple
steps,
steps march setup.
and they were at Ollie's for
Yeah,
a bit, so I'm
yeah,
sure he picked up most of his.
yeah. He
I
did
would
that,
hope.
or he bought them from people that were dumping clones and stuff. So it's not like he just went to the store and grabbed 12, and but they were it was an accumulation.
But how
So
many
I
of
know he
these
at
has
least
he
has
picked up so
12.
far?
Yeah, I think just two or three. I don't know. I don't. I asked him if he was going to replace all of those with the newer body, and he said no. That he liked the more movie accurate look of the original body.
Because it's more unreal proportions.
I guess. Yeah. I don't. People say that. I don't see it. And people are like this one looks more like the movie. I'm like it just looks like a clone trooper to me. Like even on the new announcement with Commander Gale or Lieutenant Gale, I guess it is. They're like, well, we went back to the movie and we sculpted the helmet to be a little bit more accurate. I'm like, it just looks like a clone trooper helmet to me. I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
oh.
feel like I'm taking.
What do you, punk Krell?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like all clone troopers look the same.
You monster.
They're disposable units.
Now, this looks like it has
Uh huh.
better eye paint than
Yes,
what
it
we've been
does.
getting. It doesn't have those
Yeah.
weird two white cartoon eyes.
Yeah. You know who has the weird two white cartoon eyes is the Dooku.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, now he's just being a
Joby
hype.
one.
Now he's being a
He's got my
hype
back.
mind for your.
He's got my back. Clone blind.
There you go, blaming your clone blindness again. Yeah, exact. That Eric's got it right.
Clonist.
Yeah.
Clonist. I'm a little bit of a clonist. I'll be honest.
But now
I
weren't
never
people?
trusted in the beginning. When one clone goes bad, they all go bad. Like
Wow.
I just wish that their kind would just stay away.
I was very happy with. I mean, I still, despite the fact that the scar isn't there, like I love that I could
Yeah.
pull it off with the Cody.
Yeah, and I haven't opened mine yet, but I'm looking forward to it because it looks real good.
Well,
Like
there's your display inspiration.
yeah. I'm planning on displaying him that because he's got it. Like that's what sets him
Why not?
apart. Yeah,
And I thought the Rex turned out great. Now, has anyone
yeah.
done the swap yet with the pieces from the original Rex to make them
I haven't seen one.
a phase 2?
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
Because all you have to do, what? It's just the pauldron and the helmet, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah, the armor should be the same. Yeah. You know what kind of bugs me about any clone with a comma is that Hasbro can't decide if they want to do the molded rubber or the cloth, and it bugs me so much.
That consistency.
I want consistency.
See, the problem is every time they change it back to the cloth, then Landspeeder Luke complains about it and starts 3D printing. As like, okay, well, we'll go to molded rubber, and then everyone else complains.
Yep. So they
can't please
the
anybody.
Lieutenant Gale's got the cloth. Bakara had the cloth, but then this Phase 1 Rex has the molded rubber along with a lot of the ARC troopers and
Also,
stuff.
speaking of posing fun,
Oh, what a gorgeous figure. Like this, I feel like this year is gonna be so hard to figure out a top 10.
I know, but everyone's still going to complain.
I know, but like even we're gonna get that Han Solo and Chewbacca. Honestly, I think that Chewbacca might be a contender. I don't even have it yet, but just seeing like how it moves, like holding its bowcaster up like
Right.
this, like that's
So what I'm
bonkers.
hearing is
Yeah.
you're not a fan of Hank Solo.
No. Well, no. So he might be good too. I don't know. I'm just like there's gonna be a lot of contenders for figure of the year this year,
Okay, so
and
where
it's
does it
going
stand
to
right
be
now?
tough.
What in your heart is the one you've had the most joy from?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think
Because
right
for
now
me,
it's
that ultimately is the top figure. Is
yeah.
what's the one that
Well,
you've had
it's
the
going to
most
be based
visceral?
on yeah, it's going to be based on figures I've actually held and played with because I have a bunch in boxes that I haven't had a chance to mess around with. And right now it's Savage Press because I've just had a lot of fun playing with him. In fact, it hurt a little bit to pack him up.
What is my Savage? There he is.
I like his face. He moves really well. I don't know. I think Hasbro really knocked it out of the park with that figure.
I mean, it's the thing I don't understand about the complaints is we could have 50 figures come out in a month,
Yep.
and then people go, "Well, they're not doing this one." It's
Okay.
like, but
Yet
this line is dead. It sucks.
yeah, they're not specifically catering to me,
It's
which means that they
horrible.
will never do what I
And
want
then
them
when
to
they
do, which
do, then
means
it
that
just
it's all
turns
yeah,
into, oh, well, that's the greatest figure of all time. But what
yeah,
about?
yeah. They're never happy. What's the next one we don't have? So I can continue complaining.
Why don't you do the thing that I didn't think I wanted
Yeah,
yet?
I know.
Uh,
Yeah, it's real tough to keep just a fun mindset. Like these are toys. You're supposed to have fun playing with your toys, but people just take it so seriously. And they think that if they're not being specifically catered to right now, they're never going to be catered to. Like they're never going to get what they want because they're not getting it right now. And it's so frustrating.
I mean, I do wish it would slow down just a little bit. Oh,
I agree.
I did. This was my only. Well, no, this is my other Star Wars Day purchase. But there's only one I did in person today because I had a return and a coupon,
For Nestra. Wow.
which I had been putting off on
Mm-hmm.
getting it, just because I knew I was going to get it eventually, but it wasn't super high on my list as a
Sure.
character, and also just the flood of everything. That was an easy one to
Yeah,
keep putting off,
it was. Yeah.
and I think that no, I didn't. I don't have because wasn't she released at the same time that Dagon Gera
But
came out?
Dagongera. Yep.
Yeah,
Dagongera was in
I
the same
that's the
wave.
only one I do not have
It
from that
was it
wave.
was Luke, Leia, Dagongera, Basil, and then Vernestra.
Yeah, that was the one that also was just like, I mean, he's
Speaking
fine.
of which, my two-armed Dagongera should be here tomorrow.
Oh, does he hang out with two tubes?
Yeah, I guess. Although, so when I was packing up figures to put them away, I was removing lightsaber blades out of the lightsabers to
Which I
try
still
to
don't fully understand why you're doing that, but go on.
I was trying to make it so they don't break. Like
But they're all going
I
to
didn't
be together. They're going to be like in a container together. Why would you pull out the blade that goes
no,
with the
I put
hilt?
them in a little bag. I put them in a little bag
I know, but still, why are you
because
put?
I was in my mind that was the most protective way to keep the figure with the accessories,
I think
but
you're under a lot of stress
minimize
right now, and you
the amount of breakage. But specifically with Dakin Guerra, I pulled it out and just
you broke it.
broke. Just broke. I was like, that's what I was trying not to do. But
So what
it
I'm
happened with him and it happened with Mace Windu, but I think both of them were actually victims of
defective.
the earthquake where their lightsaber hadn't broken, but it bent in the hilt or something.
Got it.
So
So it was
when I
basically attached via a sliver and friction, and you
correct,
broke what was left in trying
correct,
to. Got it.
yeah, correct.
So you've learned a valuable lesson about trying to protect things
Well, I lost 2
and
lightsabers trying to put them
attachments. What
away. Yeah.
what does the franchise teach you about attachments?
Yeah, let attachments go. But the thing is, like, there are places you can get replacement blades. There are some 3D printing, like cubic 3D prints. Like, you can get some nice replacement blades from him. So it's not the end of the world. It's not. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna get overly mad. It was my fault. It's fine. They're just toys.
I mean, it doesn't sound like that, Eeyore.
Thanks for noticing me.
Guess I'll get another lightsaber.
I guess I'm Optimus Prime.
Blade broke again. I think the robes are pretty well done. The tailoring on her robes and
I think the tailoring
sewing.
on all of the Acolyte figures are fantastic. Like, they all fit.
I mean, the
super well.
draping.
Yeah.
I mean, they certainly found the secret recipe.
Yep. She's got dark Ray legs, and I actually think they work really well.
And Betty Davis eyes.
And Betty Davis eyes. Yep. I think she looks great. I don't have the lightsaber even out on her. I just have the lightsaber, plugged into her belt when I had her on display, and I think that's fine.
And yet we still don't have a stranger.
Oh, we need a stranger. We really do. I would have preferred her different look. The one with the cape with like the 2 like Jedi Order symbols, like patches on the shoulders. I think that was a much
her
better
mission
look for
cape.
her. Yes. I just think that's a cooler look. Like, if I only get one Vernestra, I think that would have been a more fun Vernestra.
If you only get one Vernestra, let this be the Vernestra that you get.
And Plethos here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy.
Plethos great. If you ever want to just watching his videos is fun because he is a fantastic poser. Like, that's what he excels
What
at.
an insult. Oh, you mean with the figures?
With the figures. No, he's a fake Star Wars fan. He's a posing Star Wars fan. He's not a real fan, and you can tell because he never dialed 1-800-TRUE-FAN when he was a kid.
My favorite Jedi is Spock.
But anyway, check his channel out is what I was trying to say in a nice way, and then it came out real wrong.
It did. It really did, didn't it?
No, it did. I heard it when I said it. I heard it when I said it.
I hope you heard what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez.
You know what?
Shucks.
What do I have some other. I had so many bags that I pulled in here, and I'm not going to do all that because life's too short. But there are a few that I'm going to. This is weird because these are nearly impossible to open up without breaking them.
Oh, yeah. Carbonized.
So this is the carbonized vintage collection.
Yeah. So they put this little bit, put the bubble like under the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a delicate thing to try and get it out. Because you know me, I save my card backs. I like saving my card backs.
And that's a nice card back. Like that kind of chrome, shiny foil.
Yeah. And it's so much better foil than what we got on Power of the Force 2.
Yes.
Which go check out Mike's episode of Toy Geeks.
Yep. That was fun. I really enjoyed being on that show with Jay and Dan.
It was a fun discussion.
Yeah, and yours was great too. I had to watch that to know where you guys left off on. But I watched all their episodes anyway, so it wasn't like I wasn't not gonna watch your episode. But like, I definitely was like, oh no, I can't fall behind on this. I have to know what they talked about.
Okay, working my way up. So we got a separation of the card there. Okay. Yeah, basically, I mean, you have to sort of get one side just going to lift.
Mm-hmm.
The problem always is getting it started.
Interesting.
See, yeah, but I don't like to leave any section of the bubble on there because I want to store my cards flat and together. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people
So
that leave like just
that
a.
bump, yeah.
I mean, that's what has made it difficult and me reticent to open those 30th anniversary figures. Is that those are I want to preserve the artwork, because so much of that artwork exists
Sure. Yeah.
underneath the attachment. Which again, they taught us about attachment. They tried to. There were two things that George tried to teach us about: the problems with
I feel
attachment, and
I feel
also
like
how reasonable a lunch at Sparrow is.
right. Lunch at Sparrow used to be reasonable. I feel like modern Star Wars fans are just forgetting all of the lessons, the life lessons that Star Wars has spent decades trying to teach
I
people.
don't, I don't, I don't know if they're forgetting them as much as ignoring them. Ignoring
Purposefully
them, or
ignoring. Yeah.
yes, or willfully misinterpreting.
Right.
Uh, very much the quote that Adam Savage popularized with MythBusters
Was I reject your reality and replace it,
and
substitute it with my
substitute his
own?
own.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
which was not his quote, but he used it to
No.
great effect. And
Yeah. And it was on like the opening of the show.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I mean, and knowing Adam, that is very much a mission statement for a
For
lot of
sure.
it.
It seems like something Adam would live by in
Yeah,
general. Never having met the guy, but
great guy, love him. I still have
I
an
would assume.
English $5 bill it's in my wallet that he just handed me at a party once.
Weird.
I think I mentioned that. Oh yeah, he started a Patreon. You can become a patron. He's like, he just opened up his wallet. He had just come back from London. He's like, here, and it's a £10 note.
Thanks, Adam.
And I'm like, well, that's not exactly what I was
I
looking
wasn't
for.
begging
As
for
far as,
money, Adam.
yeah. There it is. Oh gosh, it's so hard to highlight these. Yes.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is coming out. Is why I've been reticent to do this. So what do you still have that's carded? You still have the
That's carded.
carbonized, right?
I have. So they've all been opened, but I do have all of the carbonized in their boxes hanging on my wall. The only thing that I have that I've never opened and never intend to is all of the credit collection Star Wars figures. I have all of them.
Really?
I like them. I like the
You,
homage to the
you don't want to
credits.
you don't want to
Like,
open those credits for rainy day
no,
in case you need the cash?
nope. I do have a couple.
The
There's
great
one
thing is
somewhere
a
around
lot of
here. Yeah,
those have been showing up at Ollie's.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I got one
which
super
you're going to
cheap.
have access to. You're going to have
Yeah,
an
I
Ollie's
will
now.
have. I will be just a few miles away from an Ollie's, which
There we
I'm
go.
very
Not
much looking forward to.
not perfect, but pretty darn good considering.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
And then we got him. I don't know how much I like the carbonation.
I decided that I liked it when it first came out. That first wave of figures that I've got right here with the Mandalorian and the Sith Trooper and stuff, and it was neat, but it wore out its welcome real fast.
I think, for my money, the only, and quite literally because I got them, but I didn't get them at full price. The only carbonized release that I think is superior to the actual regular release. Can you guess what it is?
Paz Vizsla.
Nope.
Oh yeah, okay, I have that one. I have that, and I haven't opened it because
I've got
obviously I got it from
two of them
Ollie's.
because
Yeah,
they went
yeah,
to Ollie's, as you know.
yeah, yeah,
And so they're flanking the Emperor in his throne, and
and they're very shiny.
I
Yeah,
think they look like
yeah,
it does in the movie
yeah,
much better than the other, than
yeah.
the
I
actual
agree with
release.
that. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I think the problem is it moved on from being a novelty line to
Yeah.
like, what can we throw in this carbonization? What can
Yeah.
we?
I do like the Sith Trooper red one. I think that one looks nice. And I do like the Vader with that kind of blue sheen to him. Kind of makes him look a little comic-y, like comic booky.
But which Vader mold was that? Was that the
It
Empire?
was the Empire Strikes Back mold, and it was actually the first. That one came out before the Empire Strikes Back Vader did. But I do think the Paz Vizsla does look good too. I think that the way his armor shines.
And what else? They did a.
I don't
I
have the
always confuse the
Ahsoka.
carbonized with the credit
Yeah,
collection as far as what's
yeah,
been released.
sure. They did the two I don't have. There was an Ahsoka and I think the HK droid, and then there was a Purge Trooper and whatever the droid, the loader droid was.
The Kurt Loader droid.
Yeah. What's his name, man? What's that loader droid from Obi-Wan? I don't know.
So I have two more carbonized to open.
Ned B. Ned B. So they did a 2-pack with Ned B and the and that.
And I think was this all of them? No. So the Moff Gideon and an armor Cara Dune, a Mando, and a Death Trooper. I mean, again, the card backs are nice. This is what the Power of the Force 2 card back should look like.
I I agree.
If,
You know what though?
if only
In the
to get
90s,
Dan off their back.
in the 90s though, it was so cool. It was
Anything
so cool.
shiny was cool to us when we were
Exactly.
kids and younger.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's how they got us. That's why the world is in the state it's in, is that we got pulled in by the shiny.
Yep.
Now look where we're at. We're opening toys
Opening toys up on
using
May the 4th.
miraculous technology to communicate and connect with people. We're
That's
sitting
right.
here across 3,500 miles opening toys. Do you is there anything that you wish you could open, but because of the move you're holding off on?
Oh, sure. The one that's tempting me the most is the where is he? Is the this guy the Visions Ronin
Yeah,
figure?
now, are you going to display him outside of the box, or
Yes. Yeah.
outside but in front of the box? Are you keeping the
Yeah.
box as
I
part of
don't
the display?
know. I don't know if I'll have enough
Because it is a
room to
nice
keep the
box.
box. It's a gorgeous box. I'm 100% keeping the box. And I'm tossing a lot of boxes, but I'm not tossing every box that I have in my collection. There are some boxes where I'm like, no, I'm going to keep that box. One that really hurt to throw away was the Cantina Showdown box, the 3-pack one. But it was just too big, and I don't think it really added anything to keep it. So
I
I tossed
sadly
that. Yeah.
do not have that one, which is
Mm.
annoying since there's never been a Kenobi release with the photo reel
With the photo reel. Yep.
beside that, which is it seems wrong. It seems
Well,
wrong that that's
so there's a good rumor that we're going to be getting an updated Kenobi in the Black Series.
yeah, right behind the Revenge of the Sith one.
We have it on good authority that those are coming.
Yeah, you're what authority?
Well,
Is it just Zach on
firstly,
TikTok?
parts have been leaked. The factory leaks. You can
Right.
see the parts. So at the very least, they were far enough along to get leaked. So yes, they are 100% coming. Oh, unless they get canceled or something. But
So
there
if you were
was
to put your money on
yeah
what we will see first,
yeah.
would you put it on episode 4 Kenobi,
Mm-hmm.
Ben,
Yep.
episode 3 Kenobi, or Revenge of the Sith Anakin?
I have a good feeling that we're gonna see both Revenge of the Sith Anakin and Kenobi revealed at the same time.
as a
I
2-pack.
have I think we're either gonna get a 2-pack or they're gonna do some kind of special release for San
But
Diego Comic Con.
but they're going to be
And
in painted in lava lighting,
wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't
just
that
to
be
really
nice? Yeah.
annoy the people who just I just want the
Yeah, they
normal. Wait,
well, and I feel like, if they did that for the like
oh, the
Comic Con,
exclusive, yes, that yeah.
they'll release
But
a,
it,
a, a non
but you know this
yeah,
fandom enough
yeah,
that they're gonna whine and
yeah,
complain like it was the
of
end of the
course.
world and there would never
Of
be
course.
another release of it. And how could they do
Yeah.
this? And also, why is it so hard to get?
Yeah. I don't like that it exists, but I also hate that it's so hard for it to get because it exists.
You're tearing me apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're gonna get some kind of 2-pack. Or just them revealed at the same time. Um and I have a feeling that it's going to be. I would have put money before the May 4th stream that we would get them on that, and obviously it didn't happen. So now it's a little bit like I'm one of those guys. It's like, no, this time I promise. This time, like Lucy keeps pulling that football away. I go to kick it,
This is
and
looks like
Lucy keeps pulling it away.
this is if Captain Enoch was a shore trooper.
Yeah.
It's a little too golden for me.
Did you pre-order anything today?
Well, one thing, I got what is at the same time an early birthday gift and a late birthday gift for when it actually comes out. A very good friend
Gotcha.
surprised me by ordering the Star Speeder
Spire
1000.
1000. Nice.
Uh, so that thankfully that'll join the 3000
Yeah.
in the where am I going to put this space?
Sure.
But it looks so good,
It does. It does look good. Yeah.
and they pulled off the 3000 so well
Yeah.
with the included electronics,
Yeah.
and it was comparable to a HasLab in quality and certainly in price, probably cheaper than a HasLab would have been for having
Yes.
an LCD screen. And but
Yeah.
Disney is
Yeah.
also producing on a far different scale than Hasbro is able to at this point.
True.
You know that having the parks as an outlet for these releases.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure that yeah, when those Black Series releases that Hasbro was doing for a bit, the box sets, I'm sure those only could exist because of Disney placing those orders.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a shame that that stuff is still locked. Like what? The only photoreal Hux is in the parks.
The multi-pack. Yep.
What hasn't come out of the parks? We got the Salacious Crumb out, or
True.
the Kowalkian
The
spider
monkey
monkey,
lizard. Yeah. But only the salacious colored one, not the
not the more
not
almost
the
Hondo
the,
esque
the yeah, where it's
blue
like
one.
it's like a parrot, like a macaw
Yeah,
kind of
but
color.
that was closer to Hondo's in the Clone Wars.
Yes, and I have mine on Hondo.
Um, we got the pit droids out of the park, so that
Yep.
eventually came out.
Although they're colored different. Like the one from the park one is a different deco than the one that
Who's
came
going to
in.
complain about that?
I mean, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I know. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. The Minoc, I guess, is still an exclusive since it was only ever otherwise in that convention set, right?
Yes, other than the Halloween painted one. Yeah.
Uh, so the biggest one thing not to come out anywhere yet is that Hux.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the first order AT driver
Is that
hasn't
also?
been released outside of it.
Well, it's the 10th anniversary.
It's true.
Force Awakens.
I actually did like that figure a lot, the first order one.
So if you were to have your top three
Mm-hmm.
photoreal must release
Ooh.
from Force Awakens
Oh.
figures, what would you pick?
Okay. Well,
You only
obviously
pick
Ray.
three,
Obviously Ray.
but we have gotten photoreal Ray, not from
Oh, I
Force
guess that's
Awakens, but
true.
we have
Not from.
seen
Well,
her in
that's why I said
photoreal.
not from Force Awakens, but you're right. You're right. Well, then Poe and Finn.
God, even poor Poe. I mean, Finn
Yeah.
got off better than poor Poe.
Finn, he still hasn't had
But as far as the
a
worst
digital face
Finn,
printing,
still
but
is
yeah,
not as bad as
as
the
yeah. Well,
best Poe.
the worst Finn was the first one that doesn't even look like the act. It looks like Tracy Morgan.
I mean, it just needs a brand new sculpt.
It needs a brand new sculpt. Yeah, I don't think a coat of paint will fix that. But his effing uh, stormtrooper outfit that head looked good, and then the one from Last
Oh, I
Jedi
thought you were talking about
in it.
his name, FN. You were.
Oh no, I'm talking about the stormtrooper. Um, and I think it's tough. Let's see. Kylo's had a digital face print. So is Han Solo. So I guess Leia in her like space lesbian outfit.
Sister. Sorry, did I make it creepy?
A little bit.
Dad, stop.
Joby One says we need an old man Skywalker photo reel. That's true.
Yeah, that
Although,
it's weird that
yeah,
those aren't very good. And a crate, just a
we
regular.
need a crate Luke or like the hobo outfit from Last Jedi, where he spends most of the outfit, most of the movie dressed as.
I mean, how you could probably just put uh an old Han head on the Solo Lando body and get the Rise of Skywalker Lando.
Yeah, you could.
Because isn't that the yellow shirt that we got for
It's the
the?
same. I don't know why Disney is so obsessed with that outfit, with Lando wearing
Because
that
it's
outfit.
fun.
Even in, I think, Star Wars Outlaws, he's wearing that outfit.
So I got some more. See, here's the ones that to get that open,
Yeah,
you'd lose so much artwork.
sure.
I mean, that's why I do the heat gun. Try and
Yeah,
oh, look at the pack-ins on that. Can you imagine if we got those blast effects with this release?
that's deluxe for sure. Why'd they paint it like it looks like he's on fire? It's supposed to be like the reflection, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, from a distance, or he had an accident.
I was gonna say, looks like he pissed himself, or someone pissed on him.
I mean, this line, that one line went hard. I could open a Padme.
Ooh, oh, Clone Wars cartoon Padme. Okay,
So I would like to preserve the art. So I'm going to try and see
okay.
if we can do that. Yeah, you know what? Before I do, I'm going to clear a little space because I want to show off one of the things that. So I've been trying. I thought about this pretty much right after we did a bit of a chat. We did a Force 5. Frederick of Frederick's Figures
Mm-hmm.
was on. And as you know, he did work with the costume department for
Yep.
Ahsoka and is an
He
amazing customizer.
he just finished a job doing costuming for the Mandalorian movie.
Shut your mouth. Keep your mouth shut.
I don't
You're
know.
gonna
I
get
didn't even say
people
that
in
that was a
trouble.
secret. I didn't say that
So
was a secret.
here's something that I want to go through with him and get his thoughts that I've had for many years. Oh, I gotta get the plastic off. Do you know what this is?
Just looks like a big box.
It does. But if I slip off this bit of fabric, which I don't know if you can tell on camera, pretty impressive. This thing is so big. Zach, this box is so big. It's heavy too.
He sounds like it.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Make yourself probably like full screen so people can see better.
Yeah, I should probably move the drink also.
Yeah, either way.
Hey, remember when he screwed up that book? That was hilarious.
It was so funny.
Let's see. Is that the
There
full?
you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh, you really can't see. So, this is the dressing the costumes of Star Wars, dressing a galaxy book.
Okay.
So, this has in it. I mean, you can't really. So, it's got a costume piece.
So that's a like actual
This
used
is
piece
an
of the
actual
cup.
from
Yeah.
the mold costume piece.
Okay.
A certificate of authenticity.
Darth Vader cape material. Wow.
So it's got a swatch.
Mm-hmm.
Escape. It's got a DVD in here with a documentary. But the unique thing about this specific, so they did a standard edition release of this book, right? Let me
Right.
move this box out of the way so we can actually look at it. Is this the? Yeah, I'll pull all that out. Which is just the book, a standard book, right? Oh, they have a little quality control card. This is Inside Editions. Did this? This was shortly after the release of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. I
So
was
this is
wondering how
super
old this
early
was.
days of
Okay.
Inside Editions as
Okay.
well, which have gone
All
on to
right.
do amazing collector's editions with a lot of ephemera packed in of various franchises and such.
Sure. It was very, very fancy. Just getting into the box.
Yeah. So, so this is an additional book, which is the digital costuming.
Okay. So like these aren't real, but I guess someone had to design the clothes
Right.
in a computer. Wow. Look at that. Look at those like foil, like so shiny. Oh man, that's gorgeous.
So there's that. What is this? This is included in this. And this has actual
Okay.
swatches
Okay.
from the costuming material.
Interesting.
So basically, and it's a great idea. So the movie's
Sure.
done. You have
Yeah.
all this material.
Yep.
What are we going to do with all of it?
Turn it into a book.
The Moidian Gunner. Padme's.
Wow. What is it? Like velvet?
It's very sheer.
Yeah.
Her
Like traveling outfit.
the Moidian Aid. A little. See
It
if
looks
that
like carpet. It looks like carpet.
all weather. Uh,
Burgundy cut velvet. Yeah, look at that. That's how liberty dies.
And look at this. This is sort of a pebble.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
But that's just this supplemental.
Sure. That's not the main reason people bought this.
Well, no, this is all of it. I mean, inclusive
Okay, so
is
it's like
like
it's a
so.
package deal. Okay. Oh wow, that's a tome.
This is the deluxe edition,
Okay.
but also in here, get sections here.
He looks so happy.
Oh, my figures are tumbling.
I love that picture of Anakin. Oh wow.
Well, that's the other problem with these books is they're so difficult.
Sure, it's unwieldy.
But let me see if I can find.
That's the kind of book that like Indiana Jones would use to hit someone with.
So find. So no, it's in here. Oh look! Oh,
Oh, Papa Nemoida and Katie Lucas too. Yeah. She wrote a bunch of episodes of the Clone Wars.
And the Saj Ventress arc.
And that too. Yep.
But no. Oh, speaking of deleted scenes, which have
Oh,
now.
Mon Mothma. You know what? I'm so glad. She was one of the best things to come from the prequels.
Well, you never saw her
Well, no, but like she
outside of
still
the
did.
deleted scenes. Yes,
Like
but as far as the fact that she got cast,
yes. Yeah.
and then got cut,
Right.
and then got brought back,
Brought back into Rogue One. Yeah.
and then got brought into Rebels.
Right. And then Andor.
But somewhere in here,
There's a lot of just stuff in here.
I mean, it
like
is
books within books.
It is an astonishing, and just the photography,
Yeah.
just reference. I mean, if anyone can find just the standard edition, go find the standard edition of this because they did release one that just is not. That's just a straight normal book.
Nah. I feel like in this book you could like turn the wrong way and get lost.
I mean, it's just one of those ones that you feel awkward opening because you're like, oh, I'm gonna screw this book up.
I'm gonna mess something up. Yeah.
And so yeah, I want to go through the book with Frederick.
Sure.
And talk about it.
He'd probably have some interesting stuff to say about this. Because I'm just
you got like
oohing
paper
and
doll.
Yeah, yeah.
Padme.
He looks so surprised there.
But they have, I mean, the weird thing about Inside Editions is they have like a little section on like boot cuts.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
As like an insert in there
yeah.
that folds out. A little Darth Vader fold out there.
Plethos says Amazon has this for only $400.
Get it. Do it.
Do it.
You know you want this.
It's, you know what's interesting? There's no other movie I can think of where I would even care about a book like this. I can't think of one.
The franchise that has this sort of depth of
right.
I
mean,
well, I mean, there's also so much cultural cachet,
sure,
tied up in all of this that I can't. You know, it's like there's amazing costuming in like Dune and Star Trek.
True,
and
true. I would care about Star Trek this as a show. That's true. That's true.
There's one more in here. Oh, that's right. They're on the back. That's why. Look, there's you got cloth. Oh, this feels so nice. Oh, Jimmy Smits.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's,
the
if he's gonna get replaced, I think Ben Pratt is
like I
a
got it.
decent.
Oh,
It's a good
don't tell
replacement.
Zach. I
Oh,
got
look at
some
that!
Anakin's costuming
Oh, he's
here.
gonna he's gonna he's gonna break into your
Look
house
at that.
and
Oh,
steal
look.
that. Just straight up steal it.
But I have some Palpatine robe.
Look at that.
I got his rubber prisoner outfit,
You do.
and it is yeah, it is a weird feeling material. That would not be comfortable. That is not breathable.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot there was a reverse side to this thing. So what I think is this was a limited edition.
Hmm.
Is that not everyone had the same swatches in it?
Sure.
So like this, I don't have the swatch for
Right.
it. So I think it was what was available, and they tried to parcel out so someone got a little bit of everything. Like, oh, like here's some of the peacock material right there in this little corner right here.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful idea.
Sure.
You send a
Man, you got
screen grab.
3 swatches from the
Oh no,
Anakin.
I've got
Oh,
5.
5. Yeah.
Zach,
You hit the Anakin Skywalker jackpot there.
you think he senses a disturbance?
Oh, he could. He just sat bolt right, like bolt straight up. He's just like, what happened? Like I felt that. What was that?
I can't wait to hear your text to him. Zach, 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 you gotta get this, Zach. I will.
I'll text him right now.
See what he missed out on by not being here? He always has to be invited, but never shows up. So that wasn't the only thing that I got from Insight at the time. Because the other thing that they did, oh, my Dedra fell.
She's so tiny.
See, little itty bitty Dedra. Slide her back over there. Okay. This one is not as tall, but it is twice as heavy.
Uh-oh.
This is going to really tax my setup here.
Like, so what's the weight on this? Like,
I would say this is probably 25 pounds.
wow, for a book.
Well, you'll see.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
On
Sculpting.
the top, just as a cover element.
Yeah.
Okay. Got magnetic latches. That is not actually signed. That's printed on there in case you were.
From who? I can't see it all.
I don't. The author. I think.
Okay. Sure.
So, what's unique about this, besides the book, is I believe it came from the original molds and wanted to show you how miniatures worked. They include.
Oh, wow. It's like little action figures, kind of. Wow, look at that. Wow.
But you got
Little Obi-Wan.
on, get in there. Hey, do you remember when he broke that? Yeah, tell him to go look this up on Amazon. Oh, wait, he was laying down,
He
right?
was laying down, yeah.
On that side, and then
Wow.
and it's got a little stand that you.
Of course. What's it made out of?
It's like a resin, sort of like the heck does Sideshow call it? Their weird name for it.
Plutha wants to know what this is called.
Sculpting a Galaxy.
So is that in the book, or is that separate from the book,
This is
or is it
separate.
not a book? It's okay.
This is just like this is packed into foam on top of the book.
Okay.
And then there's like a ribbon to. But there's also bits of the Death Star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another piece of the Death Star. Another piece of the Death Star. Death Star, Death Star.
Interesting, because the original pieces of the Death Star were just like battleship model kits, just glued together.
What's under here? Oh,
Slipshot average says it's $1,000 on one website.
and again, this is one of those you can just buy the book.
Yeah. So what would it take for you to be like, okay, I gotta sell stuff, and like this is on the docket to like?
I don't know.
The book alone is only $80. That's not bad.
Yeah. We'll make an incredible estate sale one day,
That's true.
and somebody else will decide. $10. $10.
Oh, that's horrible, but good for the person that gets it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's ultimately that's a concern with all this stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
Is that if you don't get rid of it yourself, someone's going to someday,
And
and
it's
either
not
you'll
gonna
know
go
them
for
or you
his-
won't
yeah,
know them.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that's why. Do you provide context for all your stuff that you have now? Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have the, I guess the luck of being able to know when you're going to go, then you can parse out your collection yourself
True.
to those who care, or if you need to. But if you don't have that ability, then is someone going to know which Optimus is which?
No, I mean unless Zach's there,
Yeah,
tall Transformer Zach, not
yeah.
not Black Series Zach.
Do
Yeah,
you have an end of life pack? You're like, listen, if I go first, you have to
should,
identify my collection, and if you got both Zachs
honestly,
can
I
cover
don't
it, right?
care. I don't care. I'm not gonna be here. They can go wherever they want. I'll be dead.
Yeah, but then you're like, should I leave context for someone else? Like, hey, this is actually worth money. You should not just
If
give
you
this
need
away
it,
for
yeah.
$5.
Right.
I took the time to get all these carbonized figures.
Oh, they're not worth anything. There was a time when they were.
Emotionally, they're worth something.
It's true. Well, like I don't think any of the the credit collection figures are worth anything. Like all of them, I'm pretty sure have negative value if you bought them at retail value, which I did all of them. So I have 100% lost money, but I also don't care. I didn't buy them because they were worth something. I bought them because I like the look of them, and I have them displayed on my wall.
Well, I mean, considering how many of them went to Ollie's.
Yep.
And again, that's not enough. I mean, that's the thing that I one of the discourses in the collecting community that I can't take anymore. These people, that's going for Ollie's. It's like, you know what? the factors that led to so many things winding up at Ollie's
Yep.
were not because people didn't want them. It's just the calibration for what to produce at that time was higher than the demand.
Yep. Or just the distribution was really bad. There's some things that like never showed up in stores. They kind of went straight to Ollie's.
Yeah, they would have showed up in a
Yeah.
stock ability when shelves are already full with the next stuff. So the stores were,
Correct.
listen, we can't
Yep.
move that. We don't have space for
Yep.
that. Move it along.
Yep.
And so you know what, and so I'm not. People going, oh well, the Orlando sits on the shelf for a year. It's like you don't know what it was produced in, what the distribution was like. You don't know any of those factors. It's also their toys. Chill out, relax.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not a reason to be a jerk so consistently about all of this. Like the same ones that are complaining because Vader and the Mandalorian are on shelves at Target, let's say.
Yeah, like
It's like, but
the
that's
A
the
series,
point
A
of
list
them.
ones. Yeah,
The
that's the whole
point
point of
of
those
them is
figures.
that you're
Yeah.
supposed to walk in at any time and have those two characters on a shelf.
That's literally
They're
why
not
Hasbro made
clogging the
those. Yes.
shelves.
No. They're doing their job.
It's also, you're not the end all be all of collecting. There are,
But I have
if it's
those.
gonna survive, yeah,
Yeah.
somebody else needs to have them and should have the ability to have them. Uh, the the weird gatekeeping, insular nature of so many people in this fandom is, it's just disappointing and exhausting.
It's exhausting. I was about to say that. It's so exhausting. Like sometimes I just want to like withdraw from the community and just be like a collecting hermit where I'm not gonna pay attention to any of it. It's just me and my little golemness and in my little cave enjoying what I like.
Yeah, without people just being so nasty to each other about these
Yep.
things. I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get it.
I don't get it. No, I've never gotten it.
And I don't want to get it.
I hope I never get it.
No, you're never going to get it.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
All right.
What are we going to open? I think we got a handful more, and then we should move along home. See, it's a weird territory of things to open or not to open. Hear your thoughts on this.
Oh wow. I didn't even know that existed.
This is the Order 66 packs,
Yeah.
and I have all 6 of them.
Okay.
So we have, was it Yoda and just generic Kashyyyk Trooper? We got Mace and a Galactic Marine.
Galactic Marine, yep. Alamarine. I was gonna comment on it. Is that a Deep Space Nine reference?
Palpatine and Commander Thyre. Look, he looks like he's like, oh, these Jedi again. Oh,
again with the Jedi.
What a world! By the way, is this supposed to be lopsided? The bazooka for the range trooper?
I would assume it's not supposed to be lopsided.
Is
no.
it? It leans. Like, I don't know if it's on there wrong.
Yeah. They probably put it in the package too fast after making it. It was like still warm, so it warped.
Anakin and an airborne trooper.
What a weird trooper.
Which we've had an airborne. Wasn't an airborne released?
In Black Series?
Yeah.
A pilot was released, but the airborne troopers are the Purge Trooper helmets, just repainted.
But we haven't had an ATRT driver.
We have not had. I would love just an ATRT in general in the Black Series.
That
I think
seems
that's a
doable,
good
right?
size vehicle. It's a very doable kind of personal.
And
vehicle.
what do you think
Yeah.
the last one is of the 6?
Let's see. Is it would it be Kiadi Mundi or Ayla Sakura?
It is not. It is a character that you've already seen.
Oh, uh, is it Darth Vader or is it Emperor? It is Darth Vader.
Vader
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Commander Bo.
Whoever that is. Sure. I mean, was that guy even in the movie?
Do you think that was the question he kept having to answer?
Like, why are they making these?
Where
Is
were
this guy
you
in the movie?
earlier, Trooper?
Yeah.
I was on break. I'm sorry. I was on break.
There you go. You gotta get the accent right.
What happened to everybody? Where's the Jedi? So
I
I
would
should leave
say
these in the.
you can't open those at this point.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
And I
Those
believe
those
these were all
those
Target
need to stay
exclusives
in
at the time.
package for sure.
But that, like, what a great Palpatine. It's in his Sunday go to meeting robes.
It's interesting that he didn't have his like messed up face.
Yes. Open this Akbar. Okay, so
You absolutely need to open that Akbar.
we're gonna heat this up. You've seen me do this before.
Yep.
So for anyone who doesn't know, to try and preserve as much of the artwork as possible, my thought was, because I originally would cut them open or slice them very carefully along the edges, which would preserve a fair amount of the artwork. I thought, well, is there a way to preserve even more of it? And the thing that I tried doing was a heat gun, and it works pretty well. And what I found to keep my hands free was I used this light stand, which means I can put the heat gun up into it. Take that clip off. That holds it. Lift this a little bit so you can see it. And then turn it on. Tell me how loud this is.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay. And then heat up here and then start working. Now you normally lose some there, but then as you go further in, you have a better chance. So this is an older card, so it might not work as well. Yeah, it's not
I
working as
also
well.
think
This one.
the older card is nice because it would.
You would think
the glue would already be loosened, basically.
Yeah, this isn't doing as good as a modern card does.
Yeah.
But it's still coming off. I did find you kind of have to work relatively quickly, just because the card starts heating up.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna burst into flames or anything, but not the best. But you
get the idea. It looks good. I mean, let's look at the.
You get a decent rise off of it.
Yeah.
Have we gotten all these in the Black Series now? No, we got Wedge. We haven't
Wedge,
gotten Bar 2 D2.
No, we have not gotten that one. Bar 2 D2. That's funny. We have gotten Wicket. We've technically gotten Yoda.
We haven't got Luke with the cuffs.
No, that specific Luke with cuffs and stuff, we do not have.
And has he been released in the Black Series with the Jabba blaster, with the barge?
He did in the original,
but not in any of the re-releases.
Not in any of the re-releases. So on an earlier body, it was in, was it 2019, 22? I think it was 2019.
Free Boba Fett.
Free. I didn't know he was in prison.
Free Boba Fett. Aren't we all?
Yes, we are.
What's great is my favorite Akbar. This is the one where they were going to release his command chair and then decided not to release his command chair, but thought, you know what, we'll just give him the screen that we did.
Just give him the screen. It's just as good.
It's fine. So, and he's got his little stick.
He needs a baton for sure.
But what that means for me, when I first saw this, because this is the first time I'm opening off the card. I'm going to save the little offer for that Boba Fett. We're going to mail that in. Is I got on the Black Series release. That was not on the Vintage Collection card. They released them on the Black Series. Is if you put his screen, hold his screen, you give him his little baton, and it's you can do a karaoke.
What song is Akbar singing?
Caught in a trap.
I was just caught in a trap. I can walk out.
Caught in a trap. I can't walk back because I love you too much, baby. Oh, oh, why can't you see what you're doing to me? Worth it. Worth getting the figure just for
that.
Just for his karaoke.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think this offer was? What do you think you had to do?
I would say 3 proofs of purchases and then $6 in shipping and handling.
Let's see. Redemption certificate. Collect and save the UPC codes of any 5 figures.
5, okay.
From the Star Wars Build-A-Droid, Saga Legends, Star Wars The Clone Wars, or the Vintage Collections.
Okay.
Clearly print your name, address, email, and date of birth in the spaces provided with a completed certificate and a stamped envelope, including all 5 UPCs and a check or money order for. So you've already bought 5 figures.
Yeah.
$6.99.
$6.99. Okay, I was $1 under.
Or $8.99 Canadian. Made out to Figure Redemption Incorporated. And mailed to Star Wars 2010 Premium Item Offer, P.O. Box 10790, Bozeman, Montana 59719 0790. All requests must be postmarked by April 30th, 2011.
Oh, man, 2011.
Your exclusive rocket-firing Boba Fett figure will be mailed to you approximately 6 to 8 weeks from the receipt of your redemption request. So,
did that have the rocket fire glued in so it couldn't fire?
No, I think it actually fires on that one because it's mail away. Didn't have to go to retail. So, I think I know I have at least 2 of these. I think I have 3. So, around this time, Hasbro sent me a bunch of review stuff. They sent a snow speeder,
okay,
ATST, like a dozen figures, 2 dozen figures, 2 AT-ATs, and the big Millennium Falcon.
Oh wow. That's quite the shipment.
That was nice.
Yeah.
So I just...
How much of that do you still own?
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah. You've seen on. In fact, it might even be in the back of our Force 5 that AT-AT sometimes I would put in the background.
Oh, that one, yeah. What about the big Millennium Falcon?
That's just, it's up on some containers right now because... I mean, I've seen, was it Bosk from Bosk's Bounty displays him using a guitar stand on the floor?
Yes, he does, yeah.
Which seems like
people do that with the Ghost now, too.
It's so much. That Ghost is great. And it's a lot. The E-Wing is not that small either.
No. It's bigger than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. The cantina is going to be, I mean, the footprint on that cantina.
So big.
I don't. You really needed that basement is really what you needed.
Oh, I'm not getting it.
For all of the, you
so
say
I don't
that.
need it
you
at all.
Say that. We're going to open this.
I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it.
We're going
like
to
aftermarket.
Open a Mando.
There you go.
So this one should be a little bit better. we'll see. So I get that initial lift right there. It's really just getting it started, and then you normally get a lot of it off. So basically, it's heating up the plastic through the card, so it's not curdling the plastic as much as it would if it were
Right.
direct heat.
Man, they really gave us this look for him and then never again. Like
Never
before
revisited it.
Mando came out, yeah, they were like, well, okay, we'll give him this, and then that was it. Like they
So
won't redo it.
as opposed to tearing up the card, you preserve a
Oh, it
lot
looks
more of the
good.
art with that.
Yeah, it looks good.
So you compare it to, like, this is the equivalent is if I just cut it out. You compare the preservation on it, and I like, this is back to childhood. I just like card backs like that.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know where all my childhood ones, but I certainly
I
remember
uh
keeping the GI Joe ones.
I miss when card backs had information on them, like either a
Or
bio
cross sells.
or cross sells. Yes.
I mean,
Like what
the
else? What
fact
else
the
could I
fact that we
buy?
don't get
Yeah.
this anymore, even on
Yeah.
Vintage Collection, that
Yeah.
it's just a picture of the figure that you just bought
I can see it. It's there.
is a
It's not.
weird thing.
It's not hidden. Yeah.
Uh, you know what? I may leave one Vader carded. I may leave this in its card. This Dark
I
Times.
have that Vader.
It's a great Vader.
It's a great Vader. In fact, I had it sitting on a credit collection bubble and I almost missed it. I'm like, oh, I gotta pack that away.
This I forgot how I got this. This is just an extra one, and this card's a little torn, but still gonna open it. Yeah, anyone wants to preserve their cards, I found this is so the modern glue does come off a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look how much of that just popped off. Be careful as you're rotating it because the airflow sometimes can kick that hot air back towards your hand. Also, ow.
Real hot.
It's not pleasant.
So some people like it. Some people might like it. I don't know.
So look at,
Oh, that's almost perfect. Look at that.
yeah, this section just came
Yeah.
right off.
Yeah. It's like it wasn't even a bubble there in the first place.
So when is your actual move date?
Good question. So I think like June 1st, I think is what we're aiming for having
Does
movers
it feel
here.
like it's less than a month out?
It it feels like it's a lot less. Like cuz I feel like I've been packing for a couple weeks now. So I feel like oh man, our move's soon, but I still have a month. Like it's not as fast as I think it will be, but I know it'll be here before I realize it. So I don't want to slack. I don't want to be like, oh, I've done enough. I can like I want, but I also don't want to pack too early. Like there's stuff that we need.
Right.
So that's why I'm focusing on the toy room because like there's nothing here I need.
Do you feel like you should be further along than you are?
No, I think I'm actually right on schedule. I think I'm doing okay. Because what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have toys and stuff. Like we're not moving all of our furniture because our house, while it's got about the same amount of square footage, the square footage is used differently. So like we've got couches we don't have room for stuff like that. So we're gonna have to get rid of stuff because we're not taking it with us. I've got toys that I'm just like I don't want to take this. Um, so I figured sell
Like
them
what?
now. Oh,
What
just
is it?
like a lot of it's Transformers and whatnot. So like a lot of stuff up here on the top. Oh, I gotta get those turtles down. I didn't notice those.
See, this is why we did this stream.
Yeah, but like that Triptychon, I don't really care about that Triptychon anymore. I'm gonna keep the TIE fighter, but I don't know how I'm gonna take it. I might just put it in the back of my car because we're shipping our cars, so I might
Right.
just put it in the back of the car and just
Well,
let it get there that
do
way.
the wings come off? Does the
No, they don't. No,
what?
they designed it. No, once you get those wings on, they do not come back off. Yeah.
Why? What?
and that was one of the first
Did they
boxes I
want
got
the
rid
line
of.
to fail?
Yeah, I don't know. Or
They want to make
the
it as
Tie Fighter. They
awkward
wanted
as
the Tie Fighter.
possible.
Yeah. No,
We're
once
gonna open a
you.
raw bay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
Also,
once you.
I
Go ahead.
want to say real quick. So,
Yeah.
what was interesting about this is they did
Yes.
scene cutouts. So essentially, they put the figures in situ on the backgrounds that they would have been inhabiting.
Okay.
So, like the Maydeen that they released from this time
Mm-hmm.
has the briefing room behind him, but it's an
Right.
actual film still, like probably an early Photoshop job of them, like
Sure.
taking out background actors.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as a unique way,
Who else is on there? Sly Moore.
we got Slime War, Yarua, who is a
Sh-
Wookiee,
sure.
Pablo Jill.
Pablo Jill. Yeah.
You got the peace ceremony Amidala
Mm-hmm. Okay.
that comes with the orb. Feltapern Travag,
Is that
that's Cantina
is it a
alien,
Lothal? I guess a little goat guy.
and Mayo, who is another Cantina
Mayo.
alien, which you can tell because they both have glasses.
True. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, this was an era when they were really filling out that. Like I think it was Jasper
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah.
also part of this wave. Like a lot of the Cantina aliens, they were knocking out.
But not the Tonica sisters and not our little shoes.
Yeah, but you're getting Tonica in the Black Series, right?
Yeah.
I love going
We'll
back and
see.
forth
Yeah.
from Black Series
Mm-hmm.
podcasts and Vintage Collection, each talking about how the other is treated better.
Sure. I mean, it's easy to see when they get something that you don't. Like it's easy to see that for sure. And I think to a point they're both valid. Like I genuinely feel for the people that want they want TVC but they want new media stuff because that is sorely lacking and I'll admit that 100%.
I
But
mean,
there's also
I
30
never want to
years of
hear another
3.75
thing
inch
from Black
figures.
Series collectors until TVC has even one set of the Bad Batch.
One complete set. Well, you're two figures down. So you got three more to go.
Oh, don't forget Omega.
Oh,
Black
also, you're
Series
right.
also
Omega.
got
Yeah.
Omega.
Two. But yeah. Uh again, yeah, I do think new media is really underrepresented for TVC, and I'll 100% agree with that. Yep, they should, but also like it's kind of the same thing. Like don't overlook what you are getting because there are things that TVC gets that I would love to have in the Black Series.
Like
I'm not even talking about HasLab or whatever, but like just little things
the
that
Rancor.
TVC comes with, like
Rancor.
Rancors. Yes, yes, Rancor.
And you
Yes,
know what? They even have an Ula.
they have
Well,
two
not on
Ulas.
TVC card. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
not on TVC card,
And then
but
that
but
then they get into the debate where it's not good enough unless it was on a TVC release.
you can get at least two different 3.75 inch Ulas.
For Mula, you can get some Ula with your Mula.
Yes, with your Mula. Yeah. There has never been a Bad Batch Ventress done in any of the lines. The only Ventress that's been done is a Clone Wars one.
Yes. Well, no. Well, TVC
Mm-hmm.
up until recently had not gotten the.
No, but they just got it announced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All that was
and it's
available
basically
prior
the
to that
same
was the
figure.
Clone Wars animated.
Yeah, it's the same figure too. It's just a
Uh, I want to open a Jabba, but I don't feel I should open the Jabba.
which Jabba?
I mean, it is Star Wars Day, though, right?
It's Star Wars Day. Oh,
If I'm going to
it's not
open a
real Star
Jabba, it
Wars
should be
Day,
on
but
Star
it's
Wars Day, right? It's almost Mother's Day, too.
yeah.
So,
So open up Jabba's mom.
so should I open up the Mother's Day Padme?
Oh, 100%. I specifically remember fishing that out of a blue tub at Toys R Us at midnight for someone who was looking for that. Like, I need a pregnant Padme, and I'm like swooling around.
It's a weird thing to shout out.
I mean, he was going for all of them, I guess.
Get out of my way!
Yeah,
I need a pregnant.
I was
Padme.
there, and people were requesting things, and I'm like, oh, here you go, and I'd fish them out and hand them to people and stuff. I didn't even work there. I was just helping people out by like, because they had like 3 different like those blue plastic kiddie pools. They had like 3 of them just filled with Revenge of the Sith cards, like figures.
I mean, there's a couple of Jabbas I haven't opened.
Yeah.
I don't have the pod racing one.
Yeah.
I haven't opened that one. I have the Clone Wars one, which I really like how that looks, the stylization of that.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever make a Zero?
They never made a Zero the Hutt. There's someone I've seen a custom that looks really good that someone's done. I have the Power of the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it was the blue line, like the Attack of the Clones year release.
Whatever, yeah. Or
had a standard Jabba with the weird tongue sticking out.
Yep.
But I think for this Star Wars Day, I kind of have to open the Jabba Glob.
The Glob. The episode 1 Jabba Glob.
We got to go Jabba Glob, right?
Oh,
just to see what briquette is left inside that Jabba Glob play gel.
it's gonna be powder. It's gonna be powder.
I think it's gonna be a solid briquette. You thinking powder, right?
I don't
okay, so that's you're putting your money on powder.
Sure, powder.
I'm putting my money on briquette.
Okay.
Yum. The yellowish hue and the chunky frogs that are in that. It looks like he just OD'd.
Yep. Oh yeah. You gotta roll him on his side, or else he's gonna choke on his own vomit. Yeah.
Breaking Bunta. I love the excitement of this kid.
Yeah, so cool.
This kid who's now probably in his 40s.
If not, yeah. Late 30s, early 40s.
Jabba Glob, he's one hungry Hutt. Please the mighty Hutt by feeding him his favorite snack, Jabba Glob. This dripping, frog-filled delicacy is found only on Jabba's home planet of Tatooine. Be sure not to eat any yourself. Glob is for Hutts, not humans.
Hold on. Tatooine, not Jabba's home planet.
Nope.
Not Jabba's home planet.
Yeah, I think they were more focused on the don't eat the glob.
Don't eat the glob. All of this is here just so we can say, don't eat the glob.
Remove Jabba's head and pour in the glob and frogs. Insert the can as shown to keep the glob in place. Reattach the parts to make Jabba complete. Squeeze the Hutt's head to ooze his slimy treat. They had to make it rhyme. You know how excited they were to get a rhyme in there? I also love visit the official website and having to include the full HTTP //www.
Yeah. StarWars.com.
Visit the Hasbro toy and game website. Not a food item, non-toxic, conforms to ATS. Product and colors may vary.
Oh.
Copyright 1998.
Yep.
Gel made in the USA.
USA.
Oh, we got Jedi Master Points. I don't remember there being
Master Points.
Well, no, I do remember because wasn't the what the heck's the name of the Bomar Monk? Wasn't the Bomar Monk a mail away where you had to send in the Master Points?
The first one was, yeah.
Join the official fan club. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. You know, why not Yum? I'm sorry, but
Yum.
Look how excited he does look like he just. It looked like he just.
That's how I felt this morning. Honestly,
he's just working the turkey through.
I was so hungover.
You know what? You need to make this your new avatar. This needs to be look. I mean, twinsies. I mean, come on, you. Someone take a screen grab of that. Okay. I don't think this is going to come off well with this. I think this glue is too well, so we might have to open it the other way. But we're going to start and try.
There's only one way to find out.
This cardboard has seen better days. This is one of those ones I would love to see how it looked on the shelf originally.
You know what's weird is because of that gimmick, I never actually saw this as part of the action figure line. Like to me, this was a gimmick toy.
Yeah, this is not coming up great. I mean, I could have just cut this. Look at that smoke up, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's also not my favorite Java sculpt.
No. Better than the spitting one.
Well, I mean, that just has the unfortunate spitting mouth. That's gonna. Jabba the Hutt is oozing with fun,
and it's better than the special edition one.
Yeah, this is not.
What an idea to put this in like a carded bubble.
I mean, I guess they wanted kids to get excited about the promise of the ooze.
I guess.
Which was the aborted Ninja Turtle sequel, right?
Yeah, promise of the ooze. My mom would never let me have any ooze toys growing up. Like all the Ninja Turtle.
How far back? Because you're younger than I am. So, what was your first memory of an ooze thing being available?
He-Man.
Okay, that was mine as well. He-Man, followed by Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters, and then the Ninja Turtles had one too. And the Ninja Turtles one was it was practically the same as the He-Man one.
This all just fell on the floor.
Yeah, anything with like slime or ooze, like my mom was like, "No, you cannot have that.
That'll ruin the carpets."
100%. That's why.
And it would.
Oh, she wasn't wrong. No, she was right to not let me.
That's why you need to put it in your hair. But as far as a sense memory, the smell of that slime.
The Turtles had, it was like a toilet kind of thing, I think. I think there was also a Toxic Avenger one.
Yeah, because someone thought that was a great idea for a kid's toy line.
I will never forget when I saw they were playing it on TBS, the movie. And I was like, oh man, they made a movie after the cartoon. That's so cool. And I was not prepared.
Nope.
I was not prepared for what I was about to see.
Nothing could have prepared you. Okay. Oh, he is very, very rubbery.
Is it one of those like age things? He like tacky?
He's not. Which I believe that the 2010, the Walmart Jabba has that problem of the plastic breaking down, so it's all sticky. Now this is
I feel
like a pet toy.
Okay.
Sort of. Yeah, this is like really pliable rubber.
Yeah. Does it have any like the arms move?
They do articulate.
Okay, so 3 points of articulation on this Jabba.
Whoa.
Oh, shooter. Oh no, he's got a talking feature.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does.
The Jabba's hot.
Yum yum.
Yum yum.
Feed me the frog. Froggy,
That's how you know he's French.
Le frog.
Le frog. Yum. Oh, Jabba glove.
This up. Oh, I don't like the weird spotting on the top of the lid.
You are going to get like poisoned opening that up. Like it's a biohazard.
not going to eat it. I'm not one of those people that go, should I taste
No,
it?
it's like opening up a tomb of the pharaohs, and like the bacteria in there is gonna like get in your lungs and kill you, and people will say it's a curse.
Replace lid when not in use.
That's smart. That's just good sense right there.
Gel may require kneading to achieve proper consistency.
Of course.
It must be stored in its own can to prevent drying. May stick to rugs, fabrics, hair, and may damage wood surfaces. If staining occurs, don't tell your mom. It wasn't us.
Does it actually say that?
No. If staining
Okay.
occurs, clean with cool water and laundry detergent.
Slipshod said it reminds him of the Land Before Time puppets. I love those puppets. I had Sarah.
Okay.
I
You
had
ready?
Spike. That was the only two I had, Sarah and Spike. I didn't have Littlefoot.
It's play gel, not slime. So I wonder
So yeah,
if
it's
someone had already copyrighted, like
legally
maybe
distinct.
Mattel,
Yes. Yeah.
because it was ooze
It was
for Ninja
ooze. Yeah.
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles ooze.
Maybe slime was real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Well, and Nickelodeon was Gak. I could get Gak.
I think I'm about to get gagged.
It's gonna go everywhere.
Okay, ready. Don't look at it, Marion.
Oh. Close your eyes.
Oh, it's still a little slimy. Oh,
Oh.
it's wet. Ah, it's wet.
That's
It's
worse than I
wet.
could have imagined.
It's wet.
It's like a booger.
Oh, it's still wet. Look at this.
Oh my! That's not. But that's like juice.
Think,
That's
Listen. Think of what the world. Think of 1999 was the last time this saw air.
oh my goodness.
Should I smell it?
But yes, you should. And
You know what? If I get a
You gonna touch
donate,
it?
if I get a
You gonna touch it?
donation through the link that's below, I'll smell it, and I'll describe what I smell. That's the only way I'm going to do this. There is a PayPal donation link below.
Are you going to touch it?
If the donation is high enough, I'll touch it.
Okay.
Look, but look,
Does it? I know
it's
there's
kind of
liquid in there that
separating
moves.
as well.
I was
Look
gonna.
at the
Yes.
color variation. Like
Yes.
you got a white mucosal sort of look to it.
Yes. That's a very sick individual. Like that's a petri dish.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. You see,
Put the frogs in it.
let's take a look. Yeah, there's a tackiness on my fingers now.
Oh, I couldn't even handle that. I had to go wash my hands.
Looks like a petri dish.
It does.
Hey kids, don't eat it. It's for huts only. I give you a lot of frogs.
Well, I feel like at one point you had a lot more slime too. I feel like
These
slime...
frogs feel like they're maybe better scale for like a Black Series.
Oh yeah, they do look pretty big. Those are pretty big.
I mean, they look a little too large. Like maybe they would scale better with. You ever try them dipping frogs?
No, I quit. I quit dipping frogs.
I mean, you get what? 6 of them?
There's 6 of them. Yeah.
I have no idea how to even check if someone did donate anything. I don't want to smell it, but I got to pay for the doctor somehow if I do.
I don't think anyone could pay me enough.
Would you do it? Would you be like one of those people that open up a can of Crystal or a bottle of Crystal Pepsi?
God,
and
no. Oh God, no.
I can't understand even the people who like open up a 50-year-old baseball card pack and eat the gum.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I can feel my nose is stuffing up. And I don't know if it's just the ambient.
I'm telling you, man, like bacteria has escaped that, and now you're infected.
Or maybe maybe a cure for something has been locked away. You don't know
You
what is
used to
developed.
have cancer, and now you
You
don't.
don't know what society has developed in here that I'm a god to them. Oh,
They
look.
built a little
Oh,
monument to your face out of the slime.
you know what it looks like a rotten egg.
Yeah. Does it smell like a rotten egg?
Here, you smell it.
I'm not gonna smell. I
Smell it.
can't
Smell it.
smell. No, I'm
Smell
not
it.
gonna
Smell it.
smell it.
Smell it.
No, get that out of my face.
No, you
No,
listen.
you're like an annoying big brother. I'm gonna tell mom.
Oh, look.
Yeah, no, that's so gross. Nope. Like it didn't want you to eat it back when it looked normal.
I'll
Nah.
give you. I'll give you $1.
No, you couldn't pay me enough. Like it would have to be thousands of dollars. I'm gonna put a hard number on it. It would have to be $50,000. That's the number it
How
would
many
take for
Jedi
me.
points?
Oh, at least 50.
Yeah. Well, it's not. You know what? But it was still somewhat gelatinous. So I'll give
Yep.
it that.
No, yep. We're both wrong. We went the opposite direction. Slipshod says there are recipes for making your own Jabba slime.
Oh, look where the liquid at the.
Yeah.
I still have promotional slime from Muppets from Space. That's still in
Wow.
the jars.
Didn't even know they had slime for that movie.
They did. And I have it all. So yeah, so you'd put the
You put
slime
that
in
in
his
the
head,
head. Yes. Yeah.
and then you'd use this as the stopper to press
Yeah.
it out. And yeah, he's not. I, I say this as a big guy myself. I'm not keen on the moob isolation. Like he's got very well defined moobs that you don't really see that often on a Jabba.
What size is he compared to like a normal 3 3/4 inch Jabba? It's about the same
Let me
size.
pull them like the modern one.
Yeah.
Much larger.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, well, I mean, yeah. There you go.
All right.
And I don't think that's the greatest sculpt on the modern one either. I don't like the weird pasta sauce paint that they put on his.
The triple chin pasta
Yeah,
sauce. Yeah.
I mean, it plays better from a distance,
Sure.
but you get too close, and it's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, that's not what that looks like.
And the weird bullseye
Yeah, he
on
does.
his belly too. Yeah, it was a weird choice all around. That is not on the original release of this, or the two previous releases, because they released them as part of the Rancor set.
Right.
That came with what? The Rancor, Leia, and C-3PO.
I think so. Yeah. Is that also I think Ula too, actually. But was that also
No, I think the
same?
C-3PO replaced Ula in
Oh,
the
is that what
box.
it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the sail barge.
I was gonna say that was the same one in the sail bars too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that's weird. You can see the spotting on him. Looks like he has like a skin
Oh wow.
condition,
That like just showed up as soon as you said that. Like I could see the spots. Yeah.
like an optical illusion where it's
Yeah.
suddenly, now that you know.
Yeah, I can't not see it now. See, he's got like chicken pox or something, like measles.
Oh, too much glob. Oh,
Oh,
oh, never feel
he's
well
been
again.
hitting that glob too much.
Oh, oh. This is how you felt after bots and shots.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
1000%.
oh, oh, oh.
I did everything I could last night to counteract it. We had pizza, so I had some carbs. Took some Tums, took
Did
some
you eat
Advil,
during
drank a
it?
bunch of water. Oh yeah, of course.
What is the worst bots and shots as far as the after effects you've ever done?
Great question. Easily, we did. I think it was like 2016 or 2017. We did a St. Patrick's Day special, and we had Tullamore Dew whiskey, and not only did it make us both sick, like we were throwing up, and because they used like a red dye in that whiskey, like our vomit was red,
Oh, so
which
you
just
you, you generally had to be like, oh, is this? Are we hurting more than we actually are?
correct, correct. Like is am I dying? Am I
Yeah,
vomiting blood? Yeah,
pleasant, an
it was not.
experience to remember.
Yeah, yeah. We never. I will never touch Tullamore Dew again. That's like one of the worst whiskeys I've ever had. And I was like, oh, it's like a because we usually do Jameson or Crown.
Oh, you know what you
I
really
usually
should
do
have
Crown,
closed
which is a
that with?
Canadian whiskey, and Jameson is an Irish whiskey. But for some reason, I was like, we need a different Irish whiskey instead of Jameson to do it to a St. Patrick's Day thing. So Tullamore Dew was my choice, and it was a bad choice.
I think you really should have gone all the way and done a bots and shots with just Malort.
Oh no, never, 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 never.
One of the absolute worst
Yeah,
things.
nope,
And it was, I
nope.
remember being at a Chicago themed bar after it had closed, after a show with John Hodgman, and him going, Malort for everyone, Malort, Malort,
That
Malort. You
sounds
have
like
to
something
try.
he would do. Yeah.
It is so bad.
Why
It
would he
is.
do that?
It is
Why is he
so.
like he knows what it tastes like. You don't suggest
I.
Malort
But
unless
that's
you already
why
know.
he.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No. It is. It's very much. He wanted to see the Malort reaction.
He's like, this will be fun.
And
And his
it,
John Hodgman, I'm a PC way.
it's not. It was not a pleasant. It was. Yeah. No. So what I'm saying is one more bots and shots before you go. One more.
Nope, it's already done. Already done. There's a YouTube uh channel I watch where he does it's like an unemployed sommelier guy where he started off it was like pandemic time where like he would just try out like terrible alcohols like fireball whiskey, but he's like a sommelier, so he would do it like he would judge the body and the aromas and all that stuff with this. And like recently, maybe like a year ago or so, he did a Malort on the video, and then they started sponsoring him. So Malort everything, Malort, 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 and it was just
Yeah. No.
nope, never. Yeah, you just get all those frogs in them. You know what the spotting reminds me of is in Sword and Stone
Oh
when
yeah. When she gives him the.
yes,
Oh no. When he gives her. When he
when
gives
he gives her, he
Meta
turns into
Mem.
a virus. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And that's when he wins in the end.
correct.
I am a germ.
Yep. Oh, Merlin.
Oh, Merlin and Wart. Don't forget Wart.
And Wart, who is King Arthur for some
It
reason.
it looks like he has a green mustache, a green handlebar mustache
It
now,
does.
and it is the best. Ho ho ho! I am Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba's the Hutt.
Les poissons, les poissons.
Oh yeah, man. So every quarter, my wife's school does a play, and like for the most part, they've been pretty decent because she always has students in them because she's an English teacher, and there's a lot of overlap there between like the drama students and English students and stuff. But the one of her students was Ariel in their musical, The Little Mermaid, and so I'm sitting here, and a high school production of The Little Mermaid musical is happening at me, and she's the only part that I found enjoyable because her voice was actually really like I to the point where like I would expect her to go on and be a professional singer. Like it was fantastic,
Right.
but everything else was so bad. It's so bad.
Like I can.
It It was. I'm like, I'm just sitting here like cringe. I'm like trying not to visibly cringe.
What was the song that was the most
Oh,
painful? Is it
that's a so there were songs in there that weren't in the original cartoon because it was like a musical, so they added stuff.
right?
Um, and there was sort of a it was sort of like one day more kind of situation where it's like a medley where like
To bring as much of the cast on stage as possible,
exactly. And you had like the guy playing
e- even
Sebastian.
though Under the Sea existed.
100%. You had like the guy playing Sebastian, you had King Triton, you had Ursula, and you had Ariel, all singing about the things they're gonna do, and two. Ariel was great. The girl who played Ursula was decent. The guy that played Triton and Sebastian, it was it was a lot. It was. I mean, they're high schoolers, man.
Sebastian
I'm
didn't
not.
do the accent, right?
He did not.
Okay.
Thank God. Well, and you know what's weird because the last play it wasn't a musical, but the guy that played Sebastian there was the lead in the last play we watched, and it was Macbeth, but it was like a post-apocalyptic Mad Max Macbeth, and he played Macbeth, and he actually did a great job playing Macbeth.
So
Like he was great as Macbeth.
so you're blaming the material for bringing
Well, it's
bringing
just
him
he's not a good
down,
singer. He's just not. He needs a vocal coach. Like he's got the raw talent, I guess, but he doesn't have control, and it was probably hard to hear him like himself. It was bad. It was really bad. It was so bad.
so you were the one screaming encore.
Yes, that was me. But I'm also like it's a high school auditorium, so I'm like 10 feet away from these kids and they can like look at me and see me. So I'm really trying hard not to show my physical discomfort
Right.
of having to listen
So
to
you
them
just had
sing.
your eyes shut the entire
I
time.
did. I was like putting a pleasant smile and closing my eyes and pretending I'm somewhere
And
else.
when it's
Again,
better
they're high
down
schoolers.
where it's
Yeah.
wetter under
Yeah.
the sea.
Yeah. But yeah, thankfully he didn't try to do an accent when he was singing those songs, and I commended him. I'm like not to his face, but I was talking with Lily afterwards. I'm like, that's got to be really hard, like growing up and hearing that song sung with that accent. Like I don't know if I could sing that song with just my normal singing voice.
Try it.
No, I don't know. I don't trust myself. I'm gonna get canceled.
I just did it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
Hey, it's better down where it's wetter under the turn it into a Muppet.
Gosh.
That's how you
Well,
do it.
hey, it's better down
Hey.
where it's wetter.
Hey Max, it's better down where it's wetter.
I don't know why I went goofy.
Because you overcompensated.
I did.
I would have been so extreme. I find the
I
key to it is just turn it into a Muppet.
I
Pretend you're a Muppet.
goofied.
Hey, it's better down where it's wetter. Under the sea.
Oh, Kirby,
Just turn
it's
into-
better down where it's wetter.
See, this is why we do this. Also,
Yeah.
best Mace Windu ever.
It's the dentist Mace Windu. Now open up.
Oh, what I love when they did this, they're like, you know
Gotta get
what?
those back
We
molars.
really need to spotlight for folks that this is what they're getting. Like this is the big selling point for this.
Just in case you didn't see it on the front, here's another picture of it on the back. And here are some in between movements to give you the illusion that he's moving.
Also, the eyes closed bit is the thing that really doesn't sell that he's doing it with intent. Like it's like he's swinging wildly.
I imagine someone just closing their eyes and just swinging back and forth. Yeah.
Like it very much they have Dooku pose like what the hell? What
What do you do? What am I supposed to do with this? I'm a classically trained Shakespearean actor, and I have to do this?
I have stabbed people in wartime.
That's right. I played Saruman.
I have done things that you can't even imagine. What the hell is he doing? Also, it's not
I'll be
canon
in
for
my
the
dressing
lightsaber to be
room.
purple. I'm a Star Wars fan, and I know. You ever hear his heavy metal album?
Yes. So when I reviewed the figure, I referenced that heavy metal album constantly in it.
And his heavy metal Christmas song?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. The
Is that
fact
in your
when it,
rotation?
it's not. It's not good. Okay.
No, no, it's not.
It's not good. But it's just the fact that it exists and that he did it, and
With
like that's
gusto,
something
with
that Christopher,
enthusiasm.
yes,
Yeah.
like anyway, like he was fully committed to giving it his all. And I just respect the absolute hell out of Christopher Lee for doing
Have you
that.
heard his Calypso album?
I did not hear his Calypso album. I've only heard his heavy metal album,
Also,
and how many Saxon he slayed the blood of the Saxon men.
yeah, he also did a Elton John cover album.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell
Christopher Lee,
everybody
what
this
are you
is your
doing?
song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. Master Yoda.
With that deep, resonant baritone.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's how you want to hear Crocodile Rock. I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun.
Saturday, Saturday, Saturday.
Night's all right. I'd buy it. You know you'd buy it.
1,000%. I mean, well, I bought the Macho Man Randy Savage rap album just for the novelty of it. Like, of course, I'd
From
buy
him, from the back of his
Yeah.
car.
it. I mean, he's like, oh yeah,
Oh, you're
listen,
getting it.
listen, cream of the crop and it always rises. Like,
Can you give me a ride to the gas station to fill up this can?
you got any
Otherwise, I
spare
can't go
change?
anywhere.
I never drop kayfabe.
Help a guy out.
Listen. I'm in a position I justifiably never want to be in.
Can you write a review on All Music?
But no, oh yeah.
Oh, please. What's sad is now we're getting back into Muppet territory.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he's very close to doing just a straight up Ralph impression.
First of all, I feel like wrestlers and Muppets are
Like
very
Ralph
similar.
the dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I never knew growing up that Ralph was also Jim Henson, because like Kermit and Ralph couldn't be farther apart.
So did
in
you
my
also
brain.
not connect Dr. Teeth?
So I connected.
Or did you think
Ralph
Dr.
and
Teeth
Dr.
was connected to Ralph, but
Yes,
not both back
but
to
not
Kermit?
Kermit. Correct. And like I don't know,
But
like,
Ernie,
I knew.
you connected?
Yes, I could do Ernie. Like
Okay.
in my brain, I could hear it.
But it's just when he was doing that gruff voice.
It was just that deep. Yeah, I don't know.
You couldn't quite reconcile it.
Yeah.
With that Kermit the Frog voice that he would do, you couldn't bring it
Because
together.
It's just his voice. Like it's just him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some modifications, but like whenever you hear him talking, I'm like, that just also sounds like Kermit. Like,
well, you could really go straight to hell if you really think that that's the case. I think you got a problem there. You want to mess with me, Mike?
I mean, kind of now. What are you gonna do? Kick me?
Oh,
Jabba's over here eating frogs. Yeah. So then there was all of Frank Oz's voices, where like I definitely understood. Like you can kind of hear
the
it.
Grover Yoda.
Yeah,
connection.
Grover, yeah, 100%.
Oh, Luke. I'm gonna give you an A or B choice.
Okay.
Ready? Gut instinct.
Don't open that 3.75-inch one. You gotta open up the Black Series.
Well, this is actually a duplicate.
Oh, is it? Why?
It was accidentally sent to me by a friend. So
I see. Well, if you open up the 3.75
but
inch,
the problem with this one, as you know,
it has a pull out. Yeah, you have to do that, which ruins your card back.
it does.
I just reread that trilogy, and I gotta say, it did not.
Age well.
It's not good. It's not good. It's
No,
like
no, it
it's not a
is.
good
It
story.
was good for when that's all we had.
Sure. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Uh, I'm curious about all this love that people give for the Revenge of the Sith novelization, and it's even getting that special edition re-release.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go back and reread that. Oh, look at that! Look at that Lake Pontchartrain.
I like it. I like my Thrawn to have a little bit of a tum tum.
Yes. Hee hee. That's all you ask Enoch to do. Just come over and just my
that
belly, Enoch. Rub
that and
my
give
belly.
him tingles.
Yeah.
It's like there's an egg on your head and the yolk is running down. It's like,
It's the only
that'll be enough, Enoch. Thank you.
way I can strategize.
Art doesn't do it for me anymore. I need to get the tingles.
Com-
I'm gonna go watch ASMR for about an hour.
commence tum tum. Oh, little blue boy, little blue boy, little blue boy.
I will say Lars Mikkelsen does a great job, like voice wise, like that gravitas, like he's got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and still could show up in Andor.
true. Technically, although, yeah, because he doesn't disappear until like the very end of Rebels, which is like right before Rogue
Yeah,
One: A New Hope. Yeah, yeah.
so still could be in a meeting. Still could be somewhere.
He could show up. He could show up.
Fingers crossed. Okay, we are gonna do. This is our last one. Your
Okay,
your choice, because I want to thank everyone for who stuck, and people are sticking around for this. I'm shocked. I'm happy. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are.
they're great
I don't
people.
know why they are.
Don't ask why.
I don't know what they are.
That's fair.
But here they are. So I brought it
Yes,
home. I did it. I did the thing.
you
I
got
did the
it.
thing.
I like
I
you got
love his
there.
little handlebar. I can't get
Yeah,
over how
yeah.
he's staying like this. This is now how the Jabba stays in the collection. Uh oh yeah, I did get this recently.
He's just playing Chubby Bunny, like Chubby Huddy. Yeah, Chubby Bunny.
uh
Oh wow, is that Boss Fight Studios?
yeah. Finally bit the bullet. Macy's had them on sale.
Nice.
Never would have thought to order figures from Macy's, but there
I
you
would
go.
never. Yeah.
The arms are a little bit dodgy. They have swappable hands,
Okay.
but they painted the pegs.
Ooh, so it's a little
So
fake.
basically, what you had
Yeah.
to do was go in and strip out the paint,
The
just
paint.
by
Yeah.
turning it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit weird. And the pack, I actually had to gouge out the hole more because the peg for the pack didn't fit in the hole in the back.
Mm,
So it very much seemed like working the turkey through effort,
he looks good though.
but he does look good. I mean, to sit
Yeah.
on the shelf and to have his little pencil.
Looks like he's casting his cares away. I
Dear
did
nephew
not know.
Gobo.
I did not know until watching the Secret Galaxy Fraggle Rock video that he, like, based on the country he was at, he was different.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know
He
that because
he was
obviously I
he
only
was
yeah
the local segment.
right
So that's why he could travel around the world. Is that was
right
so you had the traveling Matt and whoever the host was,
right
the doc of their particular region.
right
So you had him, Sprocket. Sprocket would have been a local hire to interact
right
with him or whoever the host was, and then the traveling, and that's why you could have all those international segments on, like the U.S. version, U.S. Canada
which is
version,
obviously all I ever saw. Yeah,
and they would just have Dave Goles dub
yeah,
in because
yeah,
most of it was all voiceover. He was telling the tale of what happened. He wasn't often just delivering his lines
right,
in situ.
yeah.
So Yeah, so you can get a nice international flair.
Yeah, and I think that's fascinating.
But it's great. I mean, it's the only one I have besides the Doozer
Okay.
that
So
they
no
sent
gobo,
the preview.
no
So
red.
if because they are expensive,
Yeah.
uh, but they are in scale with the Palisades Muppet figures,
Okay.
and the new Sesame Street ones coming out from NECA. So they all
I found the count at Target
lucky bastard.
last week, and I got it for Dan because like Dan's like he's boycotting Target, so he's like if you buy it, then I'm not buying
That's
from
not how
Target.
the boycott works, Dan.
I'm like I bought it. I was already
You
there
don't put
because
this. You
I
don't
had
put this in on someone else. What is that?
I took his sin. I paid for his
Wow.
sins.
I'm boycotting Target, so buy it for me.
Well, I think isn't it Target exclusive? Like,
I
isn't
think
it part of their
for
holothon?
right now it is,
Yeah,
and I think it's supposed to be summer. I guess when it goes
yeah.
wider, because I know the Bert and Ernie made it
Mhm.
out to Walmart's,
Oh, did they?
because that's where I got mine from. Uh,
Yeah, I almost bought it. I just
did they have more than
it's just
one?
yeah. They had it was one of those like standy things in the middle, and
See,
there were
here's
like three
the
or four
reason
of
why
it.
I wouldn't ask you to pick it up
Yeah,
is because the cost of shipping now across country is
it cost
nearly as much.
$20 to ship it.
Yeah,
It
it's
cost $20 to ship it to him.
having
Yeah,
the days of having
yeah,
someone pick up stuff for you
yeah, yeah.
don't make sense anymore.
No, the only reason I did it was because he's sent me so many free things, like or I've paid for it and he's shipped it to me at zero cost. So I felt like I owed him. So
Well, and he felt like that too. No.
yeah, he did. He did.
Let's see.
It was the I told him I'm like honestly you don't even have to pay me back for this. I just paid $3,000 earnest on my house. Like spending $30 just doesn't feel like anything right now. Like just I'm like my point of reference for spending money is just so far off.
Did I open up that
It
Padme?
you did
Not the Clone
not.
Wars one, right? Okay, yeah, that'll be our
Correct.
last one.
You did not. Yeah.
Yeah. Jabba Glob.
Jabba Glob.
Jabba Glob. Not for
Jabba
kids,
Glob.
but for kids.
Don't eat Jabba Glob. Don't talk with your mouth full, Jabba.
You can go.
You're gonna choke on frogs.
Well, we got a clip.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta set this thing back up. You know what? Thank you for doing this.
Of course.
As always, at the last minute, because I didn't know if I was going to wind up doing it.
Well, like you said, it's always good to have a distraction.
It is. I'm sure there'll be plenty of reasons in the coming months for us to get distractions as well. So, as long as we're all there for each other, then.
Right.
But yeah, so this is Padme for Clone
What
Wars.
does she come with? What is that?
It's like a grappling
gun? Hook launcher is what it says.
Which she can also use as a staff.
Sure. Sounds great.
Padme Amidala. Padme becomes a hostage aboard the Malevolence, the deadly separatist ship commanded by General Grievous. I'm sorry, should I read it in like the opening scroll?
Yeah,
Padme becomes a hostage aboard the Malevolence, the deadly separatist ship commanded by General Grievous. The courageous senator escapes her captors and contacts nearby Republic forces. She and C-3PO avoid battle droids to rendezvous with her rescuers, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's good. That was a good transatlantic accent.
Thank you. I take requests.
I always every time you hear that, I always
hear
the MST3K, like industry, science, and technology.
Oh, I should have had Trace on.
You should
Oh,
have had Trace on.
you wouldn't freak out or anything, would you?
I would absolutely do my best not to freak. Listen, I've trained myself to be cool around like celebrity type people.
Yeah, I know. You've been
Be-
pretty cool around me.
yes, I have because that's true. But working at the Apple Store, we had a bunch of famous people come in all the time.
Who was the worst famous person you encountered?
Good question. Richard Dreyfuss.
And still the champion.
Yeah. 100% Richard Dreyfuss. He is just a dirty old man. Like,
Yeah.
just a fucking like the jokes he would tell, and like like he'd always lower his voice and get in and like, you know what a girl or something. Well, here's the worst punchline you could ever think of, and I'm like, cool, Richard Dreyfuss, you were in Jaws. Just,
And
I
Stand
didn't
By
say
Me.
that, but
And what
like,
about Bob?
yeah. You were in that weird made-for-TV Wizard of Oz movie.
You were also in Krippendorf's tribe.
Also that Gryffindor tribe. That's right. Yeah, he just like it was weird. Let's see. One time this was I worked at Fry's Electronics. Weird Al did pop in when I worked at Fry's Electronics. He was buying his parents a washer and dryer set. That was of course back when they were alive.
Right.
And then Michael Eisner popped into that same Fry's Electronics one time. I didn't recognize him. I did ask a couple, like we had a lot of.
You didn't recognize him from the Wonderful World of Disney?
No, I don't constantly know what Michael Eisner looks like. It was one of those things where like my boss
Michael
was like,
Eisner.
do you know you were just helping out? I was like, I don't know if I was helping. He's like, that was Michael Eisner. I was like, okay. Like I did not
much
care.
opportunity you could have had.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just fallen. Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner, the Disney guy.
Oh my gosh. And he was at Disney at the time, right? Or is this down and out Michael Eisner after he had been kicked out?
This was 2006 or 7.
Oh, so right on the cusp. Maybe even after. Maybe that's why you saw him.
Yeah.
You sure he wasn't dropping off an application?
Could have been. Could have been. Paid pretty decently then.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
This was the Fry's in San Diego?
Fry's in San Marcos, California. We had a because they all had themes. Ours was Atlantis themed, and it had like a shark tank in the middle with a big like a shark that swam around in circles all day. Now it's
that was inside, right?
Center. Yeah.
So it did it have any architectural like the Burbank one had the flying saucer, the one they did?
Yeah. So
demolished.
Every Fry's had crazy decor to go with their theme, and so the inside was painted like under the sea, basically like underwater, sharks and water and blue and all that stuff. A lot of Atlantis underwater themed stuff, like bubble machines, fish tanks everywhere.
Listen, Pletho, this is why I have a Patreon. This is what makes things like that possible, and why there's a little tip bar down there. I mean, I think you're the human host.
What? Who's a human host? Oh, I gotta play straight man to Java. Oh my god, you're making me sick, Java. I'm still a little hungover, man. Don't throw up on Padme like that. I like that Java suddenly can't talk. Like I've had full-on conversations with Java the Hutt before, but now that he's had too much glob, he's suddenly
you know what it's like to have too much glob.
I do. You'll lose it. You'll lose the glob.
Don't you glob shame Java.
I'm going to job. Someone's got a glob. This is an intervention. Okay, this is a glob intervention. Oh my glob. Listen, Jabba, you've had enough frogs. You've had enough glob. You've had enough. Jabba, stop popping glob. Stop glob popping. You really, you really gotta stop. It's bad for you. Oh no, you just. I don't know where Jabba ends and the glob begins anymore. Jabba is the glob.
Oh, I'm okay.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
got it all out of him.
hi,
Oh,
Mike.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, your old pal Jabba's back. Oh yeah.
Oh, my friend Jabba.
Oh, I got the glob out. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you seem to be on the mends there,
Oh yeah.
Jabba.
Oh yeah. On demand. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No more glob for me.
No,
Nope.
are you laying off the glob for good, or is
Oh yeah. Oh, if you put a little bit in front of me, I'm gonna try it.
I was gonna say I'll give it like a week at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a bad day, and you're gonna hit that
Oh,
glob,
oh,
and it's gonna go
oh,
all back into that vicious cycle.
yes. Oh,
Listen, your dad was a
oh.
glob abuser. Your dad's dad was a glob abuser.
Glad I
You
see
gotta
some
break.
glob down there.
You gotta break the cycle, Jabba. Stop it,
I did.
Jabba.
I did. They wouldn't fix it.
Seek help, Jabba.
I'm gonna seek that glob.
Check yourself in. You're better than this, Jabba. You don't need the glob.
No, you have a problem.
Oh no.
oh, oh, oh.
Listen, I don't want to wake up tomorrow to your obituary because you globbed yourself out. You're gonna get choked one day. Mark my words.
Were you the irony police?
Mark my words. You're gonna get choked.
You think it's funny, huh? Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Ain't nothing going. I'm invincible. I'm invincible. I'm coming up out of the seams.
That's the glob right there.
Okay. Well, happy Star Wars Day to you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, he's got a frog in there.
Japanese globadone.
Glob can. He can't even hold them. They even. I guess he can smoke them. Can you put him in the?
Smoke them if you got them.
Come on. Don't make me a fool. Don't make me a fool. No. Balance. I did it.
So proud of you.
You couldn't see it, but I did it.
No, yeah. I believed you for a second.
Put these back in
get
here.
them all back in.
Hey,
right.
So Mike, you said that there's a video coming up that people can watch. You want to plug that one more time?
Oh, sure, yeah. So I don't know when I'll get around to doing it, but last night I recorded the last bots and shots that I'll probably ever do. It and a special treat to all like 10 people that love it when I do a bots and shots. I have decided that I'm not going to edit this down like I normally do. It's going to be the full recording, all of our drunken side tangents that we start talking about. It's going to be unaltered. You're going to get it all.
Well, this is why you get canceled.
That's 100%. Forget if I'm going to go out, I might as well go out the way I want to.
Oh, yeah. Should have been my lord.
Yeah. I'm already feeling bad enough, all right?
And you know what?
Don't
all
No,
this.
don't leave that closed.
No one. Hey, no one sent a thing in, so
All right.
we could have known what this thing felt like.
I just imagine it's like a custard.
It does kind of look custardy. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do this just for you.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Put your letter
use
opener in it.
I'm gonna use my special phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a high res pic right now. I want you to describe what you see.
Okay. All right.
You ready for the magic? I think this really captures.
Oh God. What the hell? I feel like you just sent me like something I shouldn't see.
Like it's kind of organy, right?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Like if someone told you like, oh, that's what a fatty liver looked like.
Yeah, 100. This is a diseased liver with liver juice.
Would you touch it?
Not unless someone paid me to, but it wouldn't cost a lot for me to touch it. I'd probably do it for like a 10 or $20.
Well, anyone watching, I'll do it for $5.
I imagine it would feel probably like a custard, like a slimy
I think it will feel tacky. Like I
tacky.
think it's gonna have that weird sort of
Yeah.
grippy texture, like it's gonna have a granular sort of
Oh yeah,
stickiness to it.
probably. Yeah.
Because I think it started to separate.
And then immediately wash your hands.
Yeah. But
You don't want to get any of that in
wouldn't you
you.
want to see it coming out of his mouth?
No.
Yeah,
No.
let's see if that. Oh gosh, they're down in his body.
Oh no. What
Oh
have you
no.
done?
Well, no,
I didn't even know his like body was all that like
that's all
open.
hollow.
Oh.
Oh, they're stuck in his armholes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, we got frogs everywhere. Jabba's having frog babies.
we're gonna see him in Grogu and Mandalorian.
Oh no. Hey, I'm just glad we finally will get to see his kid,
Stinky,
Rota.
stinky. Come on,
Stinky.
stinky.
Looking
If
buff.
we go Snips and Sky Guy, we gotta stick with Stinky.
We gotta stick with Stinky. All right, that's fair.
Do you think we'll see Ahsoka in Mandalorian and Grogu,
I would assume so.
or do you think we'll just see Nick Fury?
No, Loki and Thor finally reunite in Mandalorian Grogu.
Yep. And with that, I want to say thank you to everyone. You can go to patreon.com/Ken Plume, and that'd be swell if you signed up for that. Even the dollar level, you get access to all of my exclusives. There's a ton of stuff on there.
So much stuff.
And it helps keep all of this going. I'm going to start putting up more of my archives, which I've already started doing some of. So a lot more coming. Please go do that. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel and you just came over because you like Mike, that's swell. Maybe you like this too, and you could subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. I would love to get over. Let's get over 3,000 by the end of this month. Is that possible? That should be possible, right?
You can do it.
I've seen worse channels with higher numbers. I've seen people spewing hate and anger that have massive channels. I don't want much. That'd be nice. Just I think we have fun conversations. Jabba talk to you. He's got problems though. We'll leave him here. He needs to sleep it off. But hey, subscribe if you can. Also, if you're not already subscribed to Mike's channel, which I know everyone is, go subscribe to Mike's. You know what? Go see it just for the final bots and shots.
That's coming.
It's worth it. And what's going to be your first review when you hit the ground? What's the figure you've most been wanting to do a video of?
I'll probably do a video on the Ronin figure.
Just because you want to play with that cape?
I do.
I can't wait.
I do. Yeah, me too.
Hey, Mike, happy Star Wars Day.
Happy Star Wars Day. And then again on May 25th, which is Orthodox Star Wars Day.
Are you celebrating again? You're going to have nothing. You should be sitting in an empty room by then.
That's true. I will be sitting in an empty room by then, hopefully, unless something's gone way wrong.
You have to do a final stream where it's just an empty collection room.
This is like the end of
And it's
Cheers
you
or whatever.
saying goodbye and just having closing
Sorry,
time. Like you doing
we're
an a
closed.
cappella version of closing time.
Closing time.
But you can't do a
Closing time.
There you go. Do it like a Muppet.
Yeah.
Closing time. Okay, I'm gonna hit this stop, this end stream.
Okay.
So you wave because I need to move my hand over here. Oh, this hand can also wave. Oh, bye everybody.
Bye.
Oh, they make 2 buttons.